Hey guys, and welcome.
Yes, this is D4. I am Devin.
I am Dustin.
And we co-DM a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game.
Alright guys, so once again, we are 100% honest and transparent with you all. For the next few weeks, we are still temporarily pre-recording our episodes, but that doesn't mean that anything changes about the game. Everything is exactly the same, but due to a few scheduling conflicts and other things, we wanted to make sure that we can continue to bring you a game every week. So this is temporary, not forever, and we are right there with you guys. But because of this, we'll be able to be in chat with you, hanging out. Last week was awesome. I never get to experience chat, so it was super fun and awesome to be with you guys. You guys are super awesome in there, and we appreciate every single one of you. You are truly our BFFs.
Once again, our real-world Wonderlust lovable Goliath will not be joining us this week as she is currently attending a wedding, but she will be back with us next week. So that
not
means
her own.
Correct. Attending, not
getting.
Not getting married. The V has to find a suitor first.
We have one.
Hateful.
Deplorable.
Subscribe. Last week was awesome. I think we went over 80. What are we at right now? Do we know what our current subscriber rate is? We'll figure it out when we get there. We'll let you know. Awesome.
People scrambling in the back there.
What is happening? I don't know.
Why did they give me a heads up?
Last week I know we ended around 81 or so, and he went to pull something out to show you and totally pulled the wrong thing out. So when we hit 100 subscribers, they're in there.
One wording. Phrasing.
Well,
yes.
we're not doing phrasing anymore, is that?
But yes, at the 100 subscriber mark, 2 people will win one of these gift-only, non-buyable Wizards.
She's scraping
Special
up the
edition.
table.
Special edition
Dice with 2 large D20s with the ampersand on the 20-sided die.
They're awesome.
I love ampersand.
Goblin will not be winning them. However, we will allow her to roll them for luck for whoever wins them.
Well,
I feel the hatred.
And that's it. That's all
They
she
get to
gets.
be-
It's
they're
going to have to be the
clutch.
best that she can take.
I will lay the goblin magic on them.
Yes. And they will. So wonderful. So thank you for that. Also, we haven't mentioned it in a while, but when we hit 300 subscribers, we're going to release our Session Zeros, which kind of gives a little backstory to our lovable party and figures out where they came from and how they wound up in Waterdeep. And oh man, are they good! And we're
a little bit of backstory's been coming out recently, so to get the full experience, you want to reach that 300 subscriber mark because we really want to release those.
yes, we do.
Also, once again, please donate to our charity of choice with Extra Life. And for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, we want to give all those kids a life of adventure. And once again, at $1,000, we're going to torture Ethan by making him run Paranoia, where you get to torture him along with us by donating even more and causing the game to go completely chaotic.
If
Check
you
out the
haven't-
last one.
Yep, if you haven't seen it yet, our Extra Life Paranoia game is up on our Twitch channel under highlights. It is insane and hilarious, and it's I cannot wait for another
you
one.
can kill players when you want to. You can drop duffel bags, whatever you want. Genuinely torture me so that we can all have fun.
Exactly. So some exciting news that just got released this past week. D&D's 2019 live event, The Descent, is coming May 17th through the 19th. And Devin and I will be there.
Woo!
So super excited about that. We'll be running around all weekend long as they unveil their new story. And you might see a certain human alchemist with one arm running around. And maybe another demon hunter who you haven't quite met yet who goes by Kane. So
try and spot us in the live show. So
yep. Tickets will be available soon on Tuesday, April 9th. They are $300 a piece, but it's a 3-day badge. And you can find out more information at wizards.com, dnd.wizards.com/DND Live 2019.
All right, I think we're going to move on to our sponsors.
Is it me? Is it Patrick Logan with D&D Beyond?
No, it's me, Katie Downey
No.
for D&D Beyond.
Stop. Deep Gnomes is done. Thank you everybody for bringing the full crew of the Deep Goat Gnomes to life. Their adventures will live on in our hearts forever and maybe come back later. But I did want to talk about we're moving on to something new, something else. As I said before, all of the D&D stuff comes from like the least used races. So the second least used race are one of the Genasi. And one of the Genasi, if you don't know what a Genasi is, it's the essential, there are a bunch of ways they can make them, but they are genie touched by an elemental plane, fire, earth, water, or wind, I believe.
Love that show.
And shut up.
He's just not putting up with anything.
No, this is serious and important because I want to talk about water Genasi. Specifically, aside from like just generally being partly water touched, something you think about whenever you're making characters in D&D Beyond, which you should always be doing because it's simple and easy and can be done quite effectively, is what kind of campaign you're going to be running. Like one of the reasons you don't see a lot of deep gnomes is because maybe a lot of DMs don't run, hey, let's dig around in the deep mines and just go as deep possible underground as possible, which is a shame because that's super fun. But something to think about for the future is the Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign will be coming out.
Yes.
That's so true.
Water Genasi, specifically, aside from the racial bonuses that they cheat, are very much attuned with water. They have the ability to shape water, create water, they can breathe underwater, and they have a swim speed of 30 feet. So when you're making a campaign for the upcoming D&D Beyond campaign, we're going to be talking about Water Genasi that may be useful in the Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign that are coming up. So I will save that until next week, and we'll move forward. But use D&D Beyond, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, Legendary Bundle, get all of that, please, to just enhance your DM experience as much as you possibly can.
And where can people send their character ideas?
I have a Twitter. Patrick Logan D4 at
Patrick.
Patrick Logan D4.
He's on Twitter a lot.
I will read it.
It's obvious that you do because you made 4 raps.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
That did happen.
I did read it. Thank you once again. Moving on.
All right.
I'm going to speak now.
Oh, thank you so much. That's not going to come back to bite you. So, hi, I'm Katie Downey, and I am here to talk to you about Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse. I know you guys have heard me talk about the Sinister Silver Edition Ghost of Saltmarsh box that's coming out in June. It's only $175. You get a ton of amazing props, maps, encounter cards. It is a phenomenal price and a phenomenal box set. They also on their site are selling this nifty ship. It is a wonderful little prop that you can add to your site. It is the Falling Star is the name of it. So if you go to their site, you can order that as well, and it is a bargain at $249.99. So I highly recommend just treat your players well. Go get this stuff. Show them what a pro you are. It's beetleandgrim.com.
Good.
All right. So, let's see. Oh, man. What?
I almost whipped it right onto you.
Follow your instincts.
Please help me.
Huh?
Ladies, what?
All of these sounds are brought to you by Sirenscape. That is just a small portion of what you can do in Sirenscape. It's amazing. It's awesome. There's tons of awesome sound effects and other things that just set the ambient tone with your campaign to really bring in that immersion. We love Sirenscape, and it is incredible. Please check them out. Sirenscape.com. It's SYRINSCAPE.com.
I 100% thought that was the thunder beating the crap out of someone. Help me! Please help me!
You fight storm giants.
I don't want to. That's what it
might
sounds like. I
happen.
don't need that.
You travel down into the moist dungeon.
No. So guys, if you like what we're doing here, you're gonna love the guys that help us make it possible. RockPunch ATL. They run a lot of really cool stuff. Check out their channel. And hey, join us on Discord. If you're watching right now, you can check the banner and join us straight through Discord. We're on there a lot, especially with these pre-recorded episodes. We're on there a lot more. We're watching the show with you guys right now. So feel free to join and make sure you're watching throughout the whole week. They're always putting out great content on this channel.
Booyah.
Oh.
Booyah.
Yeah.
And without further ado,
Booyah.
let us immerse ourselves into the chronicles of D4.
Welcome back.
Thanks,
Last
guys.
time, on Devouring Dirt and a Daring Daughter, the party started off settling down for the night after Harold and Vinley had a very serious discussion. V rushed up a few minutes later to retrieve the pearl Harold had sent to retrieve before being distracted. When she arrived, she too became distracted by Harold confessing the biggest lie he had been keeping from her for the past 4 years. Eventually, everyone remembers what they went upstairs for, and bring Vinley down to identify the hearth to be imbued with a magical healing aura.
The next day, the gang separates to get everything ready to go out beyond the walls of the City of Splendors. Seisha finds a map from an older halfling gentleman of a nearby area of Waterdeep, which includes our deep forest. Before consulting the lore master savant, the font of knowledge on the ambiguity of lying for a good cause. V and Harold stopped by their friend Monty's stable to get the information on where they could rent a cart for traveling, because who would know better than a talking horse? Voss and Vinley stopped by the pack mule to resupply rations and acquire the other bare minimum necessary supplies needed for life out on the road. Eventually, they all meet in the center of White Bull Court and head to the Guild Paddock, the guild hall for stable masters and farriers, where they rent a horse and farming cart for the next 3 days.
The group eventually finds their way out, blazing the trails of the open fields away from the populated city life. After the excitement, Harold and V start to realize that they have never been outside those walls before, finding ways to distract themselves while the others planned out the course. Before the night fully took over, the party was surprised by the sudden voice of a young gnomish girl, as Pixil came out from hiding, now riding in the back, Voss's coin in hand. Voss did not take this well, knowing that the child would be a strain on the group if they were to encounter any trouble. After much deliberation of whether to waste money and time, they decided to continue on in hopes of finding refuge in the old keep of Nightstone. The only problem being when they arrived, they only saw the ruins left by something decades ago, or years ago,
Yep.
some time ago.
After scouring the area, finding no shelter and only the small lead of a haunting large figure lurking through the decaying swamp-like woods, they all decide to venture forth. Nearly an hour and a half went by, slogging through the muck before everyone but Pixil, resting on Seisha's shoulders, was swallowed by the mud and began sinking. Harold was the first out, only to then suddenly be snatched up by the massive crocodile hidden in the murky sludge. Everyone struggled to get out using everything at their disposal. V's rage, Seisha's wings, Voss's trusty grappling hook, and Harold's clutch dissonant whispers.
Yes!
Amazing.
With the help of some frog-like humanoids, they were able to vanquish the leather-scaled crocodile. Now their spears point towards the party. Miles away from home, lost in the forest, corrupted into a swamp, a child at their side. Harold tries to appease them by saying, "My kings!"
Good Harold.
And I will remind you all, through the thrashing and fighting, a few air pockets caught in the sinkholes of the dirt sludge begin to release a foul-fetid stench of the mud as it turns a black crimson. You notice a few bloated and war-torn bodies of other frog and toad-like creatures floating to the surface. Bodies lacerated and disemboweled by horrendous claw marks and bite marks.
All right. The crocodile now slain. The frog creatures surround you. The vibrant green, slender frogs with painted patterns of dappled black spots that stretch across their skin jump down from the high-top dead trees, effortlessly landing in the mud without sinking. The sludge-covered toads that nearly blend into their surroundings without hiding inch their way towards you, their large, bulbous green eyes nearly divided by a black horizon with a dark pupil center. Look down to the slain bodies of their kin and back up at you. Their throats swell and brows furrow. I can speak. As a deep, unnerving sound begins to vibrate from them, now with their weapons pointed in your direction.
So, you have initiated a skill challenge.
Okay.
Yes, and that is to see if they will attack you or not.
Okay.
Yes. So it's going to be the best of 3. So
Okay.
far, you have 1 success.
All right. So,
And it is currently your turn.
okay. And so when you say a skill challenge, you just mean
Whatever you want to do may affect
sure
the thing.
So my nature check last time that made me realize that these guys like to be referred to as royalty and usually have big, long, ridiculous titles, right? And they also prefer to confer with royalty from other places as though they're equals. Is that also correct?
That is correct.
Perfect. I will say, oh, thank heavens, some people who are civilized around here. I am Prophet Dom, Royal Counselor, Prime General, Royal Strategos, Royal Professor, Shogun, Consort, Father, Lord General, Baron of Red, Harold Hovelton. This is Junior Apprentice, High Counselor, High Mage, Demon Lord, Alpha, Pilgrim, High Chairman, Lord Commander, Chaplain, Chancellor, Chief of the Valleys, Vinley. This is Divine Royal Saint, Royal Professor, High Secretary, Lord Commander, Attendant, High Strategos, Ranger Commander, Admiral, Advisor, Captain of Water, Bilranto, and Paladin Seisha. And this is Royal Paladin, High Magister, High Chancellor, Governor, Head of State, Royal Saint, High Seer, Lord Palatine, Royal Spokesman, Liaison of Sports V.
Do me!
And High Chancellor, Chief Apostle, Royal Saint, Royal Secretary, Prime Sentinel, High Secretary, Trainee, Ranger Commander, Prophet, Mage of the Blue, Pixil.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
I rolled deception with advantage.
Either or. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want to roll.
Well, even with advantage, it wasn't great. 13?
13. Noted.
So they all kind of stop and hesitate and kind of just look at you they've stopped their approach, but they still have their spears raised towards you. But you kind of notice just with your passive insight that, especially your passive insight, that what you're saying, it seems to be doing something.
Sure.
They're no longer approaching you. They still have that, like they're still looking at their fallen dead brethren.
Their spears are still pointed in your direction.
Yep. Vinley, you can actually roll me a medicine check, since you're kind of right next to one of the pools. And
What a journey.
10.
you kind of look over and you can see lacerations and old wounds that you can't quite make out exactly what it was, but you can tell that it's not weapons. There's like 4 lines going across one. There's large chunks missing. But there's no like. You're very familiar with sword cuts and stabs and slices and arrows.
Could I make a nature check to see if it matches the size of the croc we just killed?
Yes, I will give you that.
Natural 20.
It's actually smaller.
Much smaller.
I think I know what's going on here.
I don't know what's going on here.
I think I know. Do I need to continue talking?
It is
we'll
not
get to
your
that.
turn.
Okay.
So we're kind of in initiative, but not in initiative right now. So what is it that everyone else is doing?
I'm moving to Voss
Okay,
and
so
holding my
you-
hands up for Pixil.
Do you, because you're across the way from them, are you going to?
I'm going to fly.
You're going to fly.
Yeah.
Yes, her wings are still ignited.
I'm aware of
Yeah.
that. Okay, so as you take as you take flight, I'm going to actually give you your passive insight.
Mm-hmm.
There is a chance that they may perceive that with how it's kind of looking. They may take that as a hostile action and may attack you.
Oh.
If that's something that you can kind of get a sense of. Tensions
Harold is
are high.
doing this, like everybody just let me talk.
So
and
you
I
kind of
will
like
get
go
through
down
this.
to take flight, and they kind of get that ready, like
Okay.
what's about to happen.
In that case, I'm going to look at Voss. If we move, they might attack. What do you want me to do?
Everybody just needs to be calm. Everything's going exactly according to plan.
My passive insight's the same as hers. Can I say the exact same thing?
You know tense situations. You may not understand what these creatures are, but you can sense when something is hesitant. You see the bodies of creatures that look just like them. You can kind of put 2 and 2 together that you're in a bad situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you to determine what you want to do.
Weapons drawn still. Just
Oh, yeah.
lording over Pixil.
Yep.
I look to Seisha. There's like a swamp in between us, correct? Or where are we?
I'm
You're
right
currently
on this side.
Yep.
You're over there.
You're here by this tree. You have 2 behind you, 1 directly above you.
Okay. I go down and without looking at Pixil, keeping my eyes particularly on the frog closest to me, I say, "Stay close to me. Do not move away from me until I get to Seisha. Do you understand?"
Okay.
And I slowly, keeping my eyes open for all of them, begin backing towards Seisha slowly. Weapons still out, drawn. If anything approaches me within attack distance, I immediately attack it.
I'd like to move towards him very slowly,
Okay.
with saving my reaction to defend them if
All
need be.
right. So you want to move.
Yes.
Okay.
On foot.
Okay. You just gonna turn and walk, or are you gonna walk? How are you? Describe to me your.
I'm going to sheathe my sword,
Okay.
hold my hands up, and try to, let's see, what's going to be the best path. Where are they?
They're
back
over
there?
here.
Oh, good God.
Yep.
Yeah.
How deep is the mud pit in the middle? Is that like...
You saw Harold go into it and disappear.
Okay, I'm going to start walking towards Harold.
With a large crocodile.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need you to make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
to show them that you are not being hostile as you start to move.
Oh my God.
Charisma's not bad.
Could I be with advantage with my big speech?
No, it's okay. 22.
All right. 5, 10, 15.
Pixil is holding onto your arm or like clutching to your jacket real close, but as she walks by, she does this.
Thank you.
Just waving at each one, just kind of nervous. Like, I don't know what's happening.
It's fine.
Are we
it's fine.
fighting? Are we not fighting?
Stays close to me. I don't care if she's making meat and grease with the frog people.
I will look at Harold. Say, my dear Baron, don't you understand? This is what we came here for.
Yes, exactly. What I was just saying.
The murders that have occurred here weren't the crocodile's fault. We're here to help.
Okay, then make a deception roll.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Or persuasion, it's your choice, because that was a half-truth. It wasn't. So either one.
Hey, all right.
That's
A little tense right now.
12.
Okay.
It's persuasion.
Okay, got it.
I genuinely actually kind of want to help these people.
Yeah, exactly. Like.
Okay,
Because I know they're sentient.
understood.
With the movement and with what you said, it's hard to gauge if it's registered with them. It hasn't really gone in either direction.
Yeah.
So, V is like, what do I do?
Why don't you just breathe and take it easy? I'm okay. As blood drips off my clothes, everything's fine.
And you watch as the ethereal red visage of Lo kind of looks around, takes a step back, and disappears into V as her rage ends.
V has a stand.
She is no longer ranged because she did not do
Any damage, make any attacks?
Yep, make an attacks or take damage or anything.
He didn't move with her.
V has a stand.
Beating down these
They're
bullywugs.
trying to meet each other.
Got it.
Make it, Pixel. You can do it. I believe in you. There you go.
V kind of looks back and just kind of looks to you and is just like,
Yeah. It gives you the nod. It gives her the nod. Like, yeah, I got this. Don't sweat it.
Voss.
Continuing, slow moving.
So that was your move there. So that's that. All right.
Still holding action.
Okay.
A deep croak comes from one of them. A large toad steps forward, his body mottled and varied colors and sizing bulbous warts. His brow forms small green spikes that run a ridge around the edge of his head like a crown running around his head and down his neck. A large, uneven, gnarled scar from some sort of clawed hand runs across the left side of his face and over his large lipped mouth. Besides a fur capelet that looks to be from the carcass of a skunk and a tattered loincloth, you notice he wears a tiny blue fanciful vest, a few sizes too small for him, currently soaked and caked in mud. He also has stacked and layered belts across his midsection that may work as leather armor, but you notice that through the mud, they are extremely flashy and gaudy, with many metal studs, intricate stamped filigree, and ostentatious belt buckles.
My kind of people.
You will come across the impenetrable high lord hopper, pigskins. Follow, or be taken by the scaleskins.
The spears of the creatures around you tighten in closer, aimed towards your thighs, waiting for your answer.
I will respond with, of course, that's the reason we've come all this way. We came here to help you in your hour of need. We, like you, are royalty. And like you, we wish to show our gratitude for protecting the lands outside of ours. And in so, we've come to you when you needed us most.
roll persuasion
Okay.
or deception.
It's probably deception. I just met these guys.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage still?
No.
Okay, that's a 10.
Okay.
Crap.
I'm rolling fantastically.
What is there's something about your words that maybe seems to offend them. Maybe they caught on to something.
Smart can these things be? I'm just.
And so their spears, again, tighten in a little bit closer, just kind of.
Do you mock us?
Never. In fact, I've brought a gift, and I will pull my belt off and offer it to him. My pants are a little too baggy now.
And with that, he pulls his spear back.
And in typical Herald fashion, it's as gaudy as his.
Yep. And you see his head kind of raise up a bit as he takes it.
Holds on to
This
my pants.
seems satisfactory as he wraps it around. It's like ties it to his arm.
It looks even better on you. I weep for the falling of your brethren. We hope we can help you. We've come here to do that. If you would allow us, we would happily look into this with you.
Come,
Yes.
all now follow.
Yes, my kingship.
And they all turn and start moving and pushing you, and like not necessarily pushing, but moving towards you.
Close enough that I can pass Pixil off to Sasha.
You can now meet because they've pushed you, and the ones that are coming behind you actually push and move you forward. That you now meet with everyone, and now everyone is standing together in a group.
I hand her off to Sasha.
Okay.
Pick her up.
Okay.
The one time I need tighter pants.
I think they'll attack. They would put her in danger.
We've got this. I got them right where I want them. We've got this.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
There it is.
Back again.
There we go.
Much better.
These people are in genuine need of help.
I need a decision quickly.
The decision is we're gonna help them. Look, their friends are getting killed.
Are we gonna meet a king?
We already did.
Which one?
He's a high lord.
I point to Hopper.
He said that you will meet the impenetrable high hopper.
Oh, we will meet the impenetrable high hopper. Got it. Okay, never mind. I'm like, we're gonna. Okay. It's gonna be great.
I reluctantly sheath my weapons.
Okay. As you do that, V will sling her axe on her back.
Let's see how this goes.
And she's just like, I trust Harold. He knows what he's doing. He does this all the time.
I turn to Sasha and I say, we'll see where this goes. Just be prepared to run at a moment's notice.
As you sheathe your weapons, the ones behind you lower their spears.
Awesome.
They don't put them up. They still have them, and like they use them as like almost like a walking, but they're no longer pointed at you.
Okay, I am ready to draw at a moment's notice at the same
got it.
time.
You notice them pick up the large crocodile as two or three.
Can I get my hammer?
Yes. You,
I need you to do me a favor,
Yes.
and I need you to make me an investigation check
Okay.
because it is a marsh, swampy land, and your hammer did fall into muck.
Okay, that's gonna be 15.
You kind of go over to where it was. You feel around, and you're like, you grab, and you're like, yeah, oh, that's a root. And then as you turn, your foot kicks something, and you feel it, and there it is.
Yep. Yours is still tied to the crocodile, so you walk up to the two or three that are picking up.
Slowly
Yep.
Walk up. I will pretend like I'm helping, but I want to take the fuck out,
Make a sleight of hand check.
shove it in.
Yes, that's so awesome.
I still have disadvantage on everything.
Oh my God, you haven't slept.
Nope.
Oh no. This might be okay. We'll see. 10.
10.
We'll see if they care or not. Essentially.
Our grappling hook that we just found.
As you go to pick up the head of this thing and help and slowly unravel it, you see a couple of them start eyeballing you. What do you do with the grappling hook?
I take it. I would like to present it to them slightly and then sling it against a nearby tree as if to show them how this works.
All right.
That's fine. You can do so easily. There's branches everywhere.
Pull it up, kind of like check this shit out, and then climb out a little bit, not too much, to make it seem like I'm escaping, and then come back down, switch it down, and then hold it.
Okay.
I've escaped.
And as you hold it, one of the smaller ones, the tree frog-like entity, goes.
Yes, good. You use help carry. Yes.
Help them carry.
Sure. Okay. So I wrap this thing around the crocodile and use it to hoist it.
Yep. And you use it to drag.
Awesome.
Yep. Good. And it leaps up and kind of jumps, clings onto a tree, leaps off into another tree, and clings.
Damn, these guys are the
I'm
best.
inwardly.
As he does, you notice there's actually a quiver on their backs, and it's full of javelins.
That bodes well.
Great. Great.
Bright times ahead.
So you guys follow them?
Oh, absolutely.
I have both my wands sleeved, but my hands are also in my sleeves.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
I'm going to let my form stay up for the whole duration.
I roll
just in
performance
case.
to
Yeah.
tell them
No
stories on the way.
Okay.
Roll
Got it. Go
performance checks.
roll performance.
Let me tell you guys about the worst pair of pants I've ever had. and the total is 22.
Oh my
Got
god.
it.
I got it. Got it.
Yes, this is when you roll well.
I'm going to talk to Pixil so she doesn't
Listen
Listen to that.
hear the rash pant
Got
tale.
it.
Got it.
I know she's going to anyways, but it'll make me feel better.
She's asking you all about these guys.
Okay.
What are they? Are they our friends?
Can I?
Will they give me warts?
The important questions.
That's actually an old wives' tale. It's not true.
Are they gonna pee on me? Because when I pick up toads, they pee on me.
Toads do that, but these are smarter than toads.
Just imagine one
are-
in the alligator peeing immediately. Oh, God!
These are bullywogs.
A bubbywug?
Bollywog. Bollywog? What is it?
A pollywog?
I think it's bullywug.
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 What about that one?
I don't know. What is it? Can I roll?
When you rolled, you got both. It was grungs and bullywugs.
Grung?
Grung.
Okay, that's a grung.
I am also listening because I don't know what the hell these things are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Got it.
As you follow the bullywugs that now completely surround you, the grungs leap back into the dying trees, following from above, nimbly traversing the canopies, sticking to decaying wood. They move you around, narrowly avoiding other mud pits along the way. Yet it is still very slow going. At one point, the mud loosens as you walk deeper into about knee-deep loose muck, nearly walking through a wall of insects. Even you, Vinley, are coated in many bugs despite your aromatic warding, although not as bad as the rest of the party.
I would imagine my face is looking great right now.
The frogmen lap up countless numbers of them with their long, violent, extending tongues.
To show solidarity, I attempt to do the same. Yep.
It's not hard.
Yeah. Oh, I turned to the one.
Make a con save.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
As you crunch on a dragonfly.
8.
You don't throw up, but you can't.
I immediately
swallow.
turned to the one with the claw marks. Like, tangy.
It's a spicy one.
And you hear the carcass of chitin crunch as you bite down on it. Exoskeletal bodies crunching through the grinding of yours and their jaws.
You know the best part? What's your name, pal? And I motion to the one who's got the scar.
Oh God. I'm disgusted, revolted.
I am
Framthog.
Framthog, you know what the best part about these are is the little pieces that stick in and then you get them a little bit later because they stick around all day. That's what it's all about.
He opens his mouth. You see no teeth.
Trust me, it's an experience.
Along the way, as you're distracting Pixil, she goes, "Your wings were awesome. Can you do it again? We didn't get to fly."
Not until I have a chance to rest. It's very tiring.
Who is the red lady?
The red lady? Oh, that was V's grandmother.
What? She seemed very scary.
She was apparently really nice.
She looked like she was trying to protect Harold, so I guess so, but is she a ghost?
I don't think she's a ghost. I think she's keeping an eye on V and making sure she's okay. Not quite a ghost, just sort of a presence.
If I scream into the air, does my grandma come back?
No, I don't think she does.
Okay. And then she looks at Harold and goes, "So what was it like nearly being eaten by a giant lizard?"
Painful, surprisingly interesting. I can get a lot of words out right before my mouth gets filled up with mud, so learn that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, me either, ever again.
So you just point them out,
I will.
and I'll avoid them.
We're a team.
Yes. And did you see when I hit it with the rock?
I saw when you hit it with the rock briefly before I went under.
saved you.
You did.
Yes.
And without you, Pixil, a true hero.
I hit it in the eye. It ran away and dropped you.
It did. And frankly, I couldn't have done it without you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Where are we going?
We are going to their village.
We're going to meet the king, King Hopper. All praise, I say very loud. I respond.
Do they have the mushrooms?
I hope so. He says with like the slightest amount of like, horror in his voice. I really hope so.
Is it a bullywug or a grung next to me?
Bullywugs are walking alongside of you. You can
Grugs
see
are
the
all-
Oh,
grungs
the grugs
like,
are done. Okay, can I turn to my bullywug?
Your bully.
He is mine, I claim him.
You're mine
Can
now.
you use animal handling to get one as a pet?
No,
You can
Jesus.
certainly try.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Oh my god.
These take persuasion checks.
Are you just gonna keep it in the room with your book? Is it just gonna sit in the
No,
corner?
he could be a bartender. He could be like a server in the
Like
bar.
Biblio turns to this frog is like, she thinks you're a pet too, huh? So, all right.
but you turn to your bullywug.
Excuse me, do you know the definition of mutually beneficial? Here.
Rolling an intelligence check over there, bud.
I knew these things were stupid. I knew.
Just open your mouth really wide, okay?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust you.
4.
It like puts its hand, it, like
I'm
picks its spear up,
just
not
gonna
pointed
feed
towards you,
you.
but like,
Just gonna feed you. Yeah, that.
Grabs a.
Get ready, okay?
Guys,
Huh?
it doesn't let you.
Okay.
as we're walking, guys, did you catch what they said?
I am
The scaly skin.
I'm bleeding to death. I have no idea.
Can I heal you? Will they take that as an act of aggression?
Don't do anything yet. Let the king. I have a plan. The wounds are gonna help.
Okay,
I
but did you catch what they said? The scaly skin.
I honestly don't remember anything from the past 5 minutes. I don't want to tell you all that I'm horrified, but I sort of just did.
think we're thinking the same thing. Back in the underground part on a mission with Kaiservex.
Ah, memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, what fond ones they were.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But these guys wouldn't be working with me.
No, they said that we had to come with them, or we'd end up going with the scaly skins.
That's not good. Hey, frog, what was it? Frog,
Framthog.
Framthog, right? How far are we away? As I'm like maneuvering with my waist.
4 days.
Stop helping!
Roughly 300 hops.
Yeah, I measure things in hops too. Okay, cool.
So 600 steps. What? At least.
At least.
They're moving at least twice as fast as
Look
us.
how they hop. They hop like.
Can I make an intelligence check to get an idea of how long that might be?
Not really. You
Yeah,
haven't seemed to
okay.
do a full
That's-
hop. and
That's
you don't-
fair.
you
I
don't-
don't know what's going on.
Is there anything that you were doing throughout this time besides helping carry this?
I'm adding to my notebook. Hopper, my frog guy.
Carrying it, keeping an eye on Pixil, and just keeping general watch on anything. I'm at about peak paranoia as I can possibly be.
Right. You come to an area where the fetid stench of a swamp grows and festers in the stagnant pools of water and mud worse than anywhere else. Even the air around you seems dead. The bullywugs then turn back northeast, the sun now starting to set as the forest begins to grow darker. A loud crack rings out ahead of you. A massive Widowmaker branch plummets down towards the mud. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Not that. Oh wait, no, I'm actually good at these.
I'm gonna roll for
That's good for you.
And yep, I need Pixel to make one as well.
No.
Okay.
You're back in it.
Back in my home. Where I belong.
All right. What'd you get?
12.
Got it?
11.
Got it?
14.
Okay.
10.
Okay. And I will make one for V.
Please be a 13.
That was cocked.
That would just satisfy
Okay,
every need
got it.
I have.
All right. So,
Everyone, so that's Harold. Did you get?
14.
Yeah, 14.
14. So Harold and Voss
and Pixel,
and Pixel.
as she jumps out of your arms, the tree. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep. The tree slams into the mud, cascading it everywhere and over everyone. The bark from the gnarled branch falls away, revealing thousands of finger-length, dark, eyeless gray maggots.
No.
You see two of the bullywugs get buried by the branch into the mud as they struggle to get out. Pixel dives into the mud at the last second, seemingly right under the branch, crashing down on top of her. Before you see her small frame slide out the other side.
And you watch this as the branch slams down onto you, and V.
You take 7 points of damage
As
from
it
this.
slams down onto you. The tree, sinking you into the mud, pours out countless maggot-like creatures with many-toothed, funnel-like, sucking circular mouths.
Oh, I straight up scream.
You feel
Like high-pitched, girly, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
as you take another point of damage as they begin to leech and latch onto you.
I immediately move on. Fuck holding this stupid corpse up. I rip the grappling hook off of it, move towards the log. I want to attempt to wrap it or grab it into it and throw the rest of the rope to the party.
Okay,
Bugs,
got it.
Harold, whoever can hold it.
Got it. These creatures bite into you and begin burrowing
Into your flesh.
Oh, that's weird.
God! Yep.
All right.
Should I take him out?
Oh
Should I leave
no,
him in?
that's not what we wanted at all.
So,
None of this is what I
noted
wanted.
on what you are doing. Harold, what are you doing?
I'm gonna help him.
Okay, got it. You are currently.
So you're all prone. You, V, and you are prone, and so Vinley, Seisha, V, prone. you feel these things burrowing into you.
I have a question, and I'm willing to bet this is going to be a no. But with my immunity to disease, does that have any effect on parasites?
Nope.
Damn it.
If they were causing disease, yes. But
They're not. They are causing burrowing into your skin.
I don't like this.
I figured not.
all right. So you're underneath it. You're underneath it, and V is underneath it.
I'm also going to take my free action to tell. I keep forgetting his name. Fractum?
Framthog.
Franthog. I'm going to
Yeah,
write this
that
down. My other frog guy.
V is like, she's like trying to pull it, like do this, and it's like burrowing under her arm as she's trying to like get it out, but it's almost fully in. You can see the raised up bump under the skin as it's
the
and the
last
tail
tail
is like wiggling.
Oh my God, guys! Oh.
As you look and you see as Vinley, you get up and you feel it in your cheek going in here, trying to go up.
No.
Stacia, you feel it as it's in the back of your neck, burrowing in. Kind of, you feel it.
Can I, like, wrapping it around this or attaching it, whatever, throwing the rest of the rope back, do I see this happening?
Yes.
Oh yes.
I want to take rapier and I want to see if I can knock out each one.
Ooh.
How many do I have in me?
I will say this, although only a couple are on them right now in the description, it's like stepping on an anthill when this thing crashed down on top of them. There's thousands of these things.
Oh, man.
I'm not okay.
So you can do that. I just want to put the visual correctly into
Yeah,
your
it's
brain.
like you could get those 3, but then the other 1,000 are going to.
All right, we focus on getting the log off them then.
Got it.
first.
Okay, so you all pull. Go ahead and give me a strength check with advantage.
Strength check.
Strength, athletics.
Athletics check.
Athletics,
So
okay,
so
so
you can
roll
roll normal.
Can I
damn.
make a
Are
strength
you
check
helping?
to push
Yeah, I'm
the log
helping.
off?
That's everybody's helping. The grungs are helping. That's where he's getting all this.
7.
7.
With advantage?
You pull.
I'm at disadvantage for most things, so it's
Yep.
just normal.
So it evens out into a regular roll.
Maybe you roll next time.
You wrapped the grappling hook around. Everybody pulls at once, and what you do is you just rip the rope right through it as this wood is softened.
So dry rotted and wet. As it just and as it pumps, you watch as more come pouring out. It's enough so you can now move out of the way. You watch as the grungs fall from the trees around you. Small torches in hand. 2 of them go for each of their friends, who the bullywugs are trying to pull out from under the debris of the broken log now. One of the trapped frogmen screams out a horrifying, screeching croak that sends shivers down your spine
Where's
in
Pixil?
dread of hearing it in your dreams later on. You see it grab for its head as you can see the tail end of one of the grubs burrowing into its brain cavity before the other of its kin around it drives spears into its body, killing it mercifully.
I would like to try something. I would like to
Make a
try
perception check.
casting Lay on Hands with 5 points, because that will cure disease or neutralize poison. I'm hoping that it will basically the holy healing
what are you doing it
energy on me
Okay, got it.
will repel. I'm hoping it'll like just get the thing out of me.
14.
14.
You see Pixil kind of scurrying around, getting away from everything, but seems to be safe and out of the way.
She's trying to hide, but you like her just scared look on her face.
I look at her and say, "Stay where you are." And I rush forward, having seen the lawn split in half, weapons drawn. I'm going to attempt to do what I did previously.
Got it. You, without making rolls, are able to attack a couple, but as soon as you attack more start burrowing onto the skin.
You get the same feeling that you did with the centipedes. There's just hundreds of them, thousands of them in this log.
You are able to heal yourself. It does not seem to repel them.
Okay.
You all notice the two grungs that were helping you carry the crocodile aid the other fallen bullywug as he stands, and they burn him at his wounds where the
rock grubs are digging.
You hear a sizzling sound as the maggots burrow their way back out of the skin before exploding and popping as they're boiled alive from the inside. The bullywug winces in pain but seems to be fine, minus a few maggot holes, severe bruising, and burn marks.
I sheath both blades, take out the kukri. I approach them drawn, and I want to hold it up towards the flame to see if I can heat it up.
Okay, noted.
Can I move out from under the log now?
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
it's good.
Yeah, when it's split, you said you can now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you're still dealing with.
Okay, yeah, I'm moving.
How many are in it? Like, how many are burrowed right now?
Yeah.
Take another 1 point of damage as you have another one burrowing into your side.
Could I have had time to react to anything?
Yes,
before
you
that
can.
happens?
Yes.
Okay, so how many are burrowing
One,
into
right now.
one? I would like to cast Magic Missile on that one as I push the other ones off.
Okay.
As soon as you hit it, it explodes, but you feel the rest of its body still inside of you.
This lump in your cheek right here.
I'm gonna move the fuck away from that log and start.
Okay. And you all saw what the grungs did.
Okay, yeah. I am trying to heat the blade up.
Okay. It's holding it over, and you get the sense. I mean, it's hot. You don't know how hot it is. It's a torch. It's not, a burning fire with coals.
Kukri heated. I would like to see if I can just take the torch from him.
You get the sense. You see him like as he does it. He actually moves and starts
doing more
of these getting these
rock
things
grub
away.
maggots.
You can try to take it away from him.
Do I have torches?
Yes, you should.
Oh yeah, I do. I keep forgetting I have those. I take one out and light it then.
That you can do.
Harold, what are you doing?
I see you guys are getting out. Everybody's getting out. and all
He is screaming, "Get it out of me! Get it out of me! Get it out of me!"
Take two, light, hand one to you.
Okay, yep. I'm going to take one.
So, how many torches do I have?
I gotta wait until they're out of the way. I want to hold my action.
10.
I want to take my last oil flask and literally just when they're in the clear, throw it and just light the rest of them up.
Across the
Yeah,
tree.
just literally the whole thing as long as there's no bullywugs and our friends.
Everybody has gotten out, but you see the maggots.
Then literally,
and as you kind of hear V again scream your name, and you look over and you see 4 of them in her face.
no! In that case, no, I will go over with a torch and do exactly
2
what
in her
they're doing.
arms
Yeah.
as she is covered in these.
I will
maggots that are
100%
burning
be
in
like,
her.
okay, this is gonna fucking burn. I'm sorry, and I'm just doing exactly what they're doing.
I'm going towards her.
Okay.
Like Harold has tears in his eyes when he sees this. He's like immediately emotional and just starts running over the torch.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to, since there's no one around me and I don't have any torches, I'm gonna try to use a combination of my medicine background and prestidigitation to clear the wound.
Yeah, completely can do that.
Yep.
So, they are.
And that's what happens. And you hear that pop as well as you push them onto the burning V. But
That frog was
I think I just passed out.
That frog was like, I'm out!
Yeah, you got that.
you watch as they burrow out of V from the heat and pop and burst. You push it against Stacia. You feel the searing burn against the back of your neck, but you see it wiggle out and it pops.
Keep calm, keep calm, keep calm. As soon as she's done, I move towards Vinley to see if she has any on her.
You guys continue to do this, and the people that are you will be aided by the bullywugs and
The
stuff.
first torch that comes near me, I grab it and put it on the.
Yeah,
I'm going to heal Harold.
got it. So you take 2, and
Not that one that you took before because you had
Okay.
reacted and gotten away.
Yeah, and then you take 2 more as well. Seisha and V will take
Harold,
1 more.
Gotcha. I was going the other way.
Take 3 hit points.
Take or gain?
Gain.
Gain?
So I was like,
Take them.
Take them, Harold.
why? 3?
3, yes.
Sweet.
Healing hands.
Yay!
Wait, so the 2 you gave me
That
are
is
damage.
That is damage.
Cool.
That's for the extra rounds that we're not going to go through.
Yeah, and you actually like getting into there.
digging,
That
yeah.
actually wasn't pleasant.
It wasn't.
So you took a total of 3 damage.
Yeah.
I want to, now that things have calmed down, I'm going to still take the oil flask, pour it over those things, and
And it goes up, and you actually hear like a.
just Harold, like in the flames, is just stone cold staring. Like it's very much Oscar staring.
say she loses her lunch.
Fair.
Pixil is like 1,000 yards staring this happening as she's horrified.
I take the torch, I offer it back to you, and I'm going to
I'm not putting this thing out until
head over to her, and I'm going to kneel down and try to break through and give her some sort of
Yeah.
like, hey.
As you make eye contact, it's like she's staring straight through
Right.
you.
What would I need to roll? Persuasion?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the log fire contained.
Okay,
with
using control flame.
prestidigitation. No, prestidigitation to snuff one and
Okay,
light a
got it.
different section
Copy
of
that.
the log.
17.
17, what do you say?
I'm going to kneel down in front of her and say, hey. I need you if we're going to make it through here. I need you to be focused. I need you to understand that everything's okay, all right? Something very scary happened, and we're going to have time to think about it, but right now we need to keep going, okay? You're going to stay right here with us. We're going to take care of you, and everything's going to be all right, okay? Everyone's fine.
She doesn't say anything, but she just grabs your
Yeah.
coat.
He will reach down and take her hand, and
And she's about this deep in. Well, she's sitting. We'll say she's on a log.
Yeah.
But you're about, knee
I
deep.
will pick her up then.
Yeah.
And
She
will
would be about to hear.
carry her
Okay.
until I believe Seisha is at a point that she is not sick.
And she kind of clings onto you tight too.
Okay, well in that case, then I'm
Kind
just
of
going to
nuzzles into your neck.
Yeah, I'm just going to 100% hold on to her then. And I will look over at, I already forgot his name again, Franthrog, and I will say, how long has this been going on?
Since the last hibernation.
Okay. Using my nature check from before, do I know how long they hibernate?
Guesstimation of winter period.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Season or a year.
So it's been about a year this has been happening, according to maybe.
It's right now. It's the end of spring.
Okay, so it's only been, wow, okay,
Like
it's
a
not been long
season.
at all. Got it, all right. I'll kind of nod and be like, well, let's,
Like the more you ask, it's like they kind of woke up to it.
right, got it, okay.
Yeah.
Then let's just keep going.
All right. You all eventually come to the edge of a verdant green, scum-topped, dark water pond at the base of an enormous granite rock. Without hesitation, two of the slender, brightly colored frogmen dive in head first from the trees, creating not a single splash as they disappear below the surface. You wait to see what happens, but notice there is no movement to the water. They do not resurface. The large toad, Framthog, nudges you with the tip of his spear. Not in like
Yeah, but like a,
just-
hey man, go
yeah,
ahead.
Yeah.
What do you?
Broodland on other side. You go, we follow.
I look back at them and I look back at Pixil. I'm like, how far are we going?
Not far.
Pixil, can you
Quick
hold
swim.
can you hold your breath?
Yeah, but I don't know how to swim good.
I can swim good.
Neither.
I'll make sure we make it through this.
Seeing you in plate mail armor, I hands torches to you. Come up to you both and say, I'll see if I can clear a path ahead. I'm an excellent swimmer.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's like, if you want me to take her, I can.
No. Ross, you're exhausted. You haven't slept. You're struggling. She needs to stay with Harold.
I'll clear her ahead.
I've got her.
You jump in,
Please be
do.
careful.
make an athletics check at disadvantage.
Oh.
It is what it is. Oh. Well, one of those is a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh no.
You dive in and you've swum 1,000 times, but the lack of sleep, the stress of the situation has finally caught up to you. You get caught in a tight squeeze of rocks, nearly losing all of your breath fighting to break free. Finally, You emerge on the other side, out of breath, choking on water. Take another level of exhaustion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
As the sheer push and strain is almost more than you can bear.
Is a path cleared? That's all
There was a single path. It was dark. You were able to make your way, but because you do not have any dark vision or anything like that, it was just slow going, and it was less swimming and more so you finding a path by like pulling yourself along until you found the other side. It took you a long time to get there and nearly ran out of breath.
I'm just waiting for Pixil to come
Okay.
out.
All right. So I need everybody else who jumps in to make me an athletics check. I need you to make it with disadvantage because you have Pixil on your back.
Yep.
No.
I need you to make it with disadvantage.
I'm standing on the shore, just kind of looking around.
Noted.
Growing up at an island, you would think I was a good swimmer. I apparently fucking am a 16.
All right.
Got it.
So, as you all enter the
use
water,
arrows.
you expect, or at least hope, it to be cool and refreshing from the sweltering humidity from the lands around you. However, the pond is just as warm. Your senses are instantly deafened as the sound of the swamp creatures goes silent to a muffled barrier of water. Your body encased in a warm cocoon of a dark, murky ink that you can barely see through. With your passive, you are able to make out the rim of a dark cave from the void created by the shadows before a large stone embedded in the earth. Seisha.
Before she hasn't jumped in yet.
Okay.
I'm about to.
David.
Here we go.
Okay.
It was either an 18 or a natural 1. And guess which one?
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Can I drop the torches and grab Pixil? Like, does it look like it's going
This-
bad?
You don't
that
know.
quick?
They disappear under the water.
Okay,
You're standing
it
on the
wasn't
shore.
like as he was diving in.
No.
But me and Harold went in at the same time. Yeah.
You put all of your effort into making sure she's okay. And in doing so, the last moment, you have, like, to put her up, you have to suffer.
You see Kama and Vinley, you grab her, and as you pull yourself up, you're nearly out of breath. You're going to take a level of exhaustion.
Oh.
Ooh.
And you are just, I mean, you can barely, like, it's like you hold your breath so long, your lungs are on fire. And you catching your breath as you can barely stand, as every muscle in your body hurts. This is more physical activity than you have done in pretty much your entire life.
Yeah, he'll come out gasping and wheezing.
But,
and,
Pull him up.
but
But he-
Pixil is okay.
and that's all he cares about. It's just like, I look up at you, like,
V
no problem.
V jumps in and comes up shortly thereafter.
I'm drying Pixil off.
And she's like, hey. Wringing out her clothes and her hair. It's all like frizzled and matte. What are you doing?
I help.
Are there
dry you
any
off,
of
but I
the
also- it's just
folks still around?
you.
Yes.
I can't swim.
You can pull yourself along.
Do I know she can't swim?
Never really.
Probably. We
mean-
spent 3 years together.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
Did I know that?
Probably came up. Yep, at least once.
Okay. How long was I under?
It's like 60 feet,
60 feet?
but the hardest part was when the cave narrowed and you guys had to squeeze your way through, and
I take the grappling hook. I attach it to something steady.
okay.
Lock it in. And reluctantly, I hand it off to V. Can you swim back? I don't think Seisha can swim. You can use this to guide her.
She's like wringing out her hair. Yeah. She can't swim? No, even I know how to swim.
Please, just can
And-
you do this?
And she, like, yeah. She grabs it, goes back in,
Makes it out the other side.
takes it out the other side. You see V emerge,
Is everybody okay?
She has a rope. Yeah, Voss says you can't swim?
No.
Like, really?
Nobody was there to teach me.
Really?
Really?
All right, yeah, here.
I had.
Grab, just hold.
Okay.
All right, and take a deep breath. And she pushes you in. Jumps in.
I have a pretty good con. All right.
You instantly sink into the depths as you descend about 15 feet. Silt and mud kick up everywhere, filtering into the water around you, completely blinding you as you feel something you disturb slither past you as it bumps against your body.
Oh, fuck it. No, bitch.
If I see tautness on the rope,
There's tautness on the rope.
you and I ask you to help me pull
Right.
as we go along.
Go ahead and
My arm.
make an athletics check. Regular, because you have advantage, but
It's
you're
hard to get regular these days.
It is. I'll actually have her roll at disadvantage. With the help of all of that, what'd you get?
10.
With the help of all of that, you're able to make your way up. V behind you, pushing you. You hear just as.
Do you ever look behind you?
No. Well, actually, yeah, because V's
Yeah.
back. Well, no, because I'm blind.
Yep.
I can't see anything.
It was in the first murky pool.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'm
Because
gonna look back to make sure V's there.
you see a bunch of you see V,
Yeah.
and then behind her you see like 8 pairs of like glowing bulbous eyes coming up from behind her.
Do they have slits?
They do have slits.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yep. But at first it was very unnerving. As you
As you go, you actually see the last one on the end get snuffed out, and then you make your way up.
Worst adventure ever! We'll climb out.
What are you talking about? I'm having a great time.
The centipede thing!
I legitimately try to. They're there.
You're all good.
And V comes out and goes.
Be okay.
You're right, V?
You see like the holes in her face that aren't healed yet, just kind of
Oh no.
dripping with
Healing
that's
her.
even gross. For me.
No, I got this. I got
Okay.
this.
with
5
muck,
points.
just okay. Healing her with
I
And
have a
it,
3rd degree burn across my face.
it will neutralize disease or poison.
Yep.
Oh, okay, you're doing that one. Got it.
I win.
All right, noted.
Oh.
It's a whole 3rd degree burn. I have 3rd degree burns remaining.
Very subtle.
After seeing that on her, I'm going to look at her wounds.
And then
Do
I'm
they
gonna,
appear to be nastified too?
Oh, they gross.
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word
have-
on you.
No.
Percentage-wise,
I can
25%.
Get rid of the disease.
No.
Oh, I didn't know
Can
there
get
was a
rid of-
disease.
Well, if it's infected or something, I can get rid of that.
Sure.
All right, got it.
You're still gonna need healing, aren't you?
Sorry, it was not 60. It was 100. On that note, it's right there.
Yeah,
But
100
yes.
feet.
Oh,
I will.
I have more rope.
I will go ahead and cast Healing Word on Vinley.
Okay, go ahead and roll that d4.
That'll be 7 points of health
Oh
back.
my
Okay,
god,
there you
I'm
go.
almost full again.
Praise the gods.
How beat up
Okay.
do you look?
I'm fine.
All right.
Aside from being
Warm the
horribly
hell out.
tired.
You held your breath for a distance of roughly 100 feet before the underwater dark and murky cave tunnels bends upward and empty to a large open audience chamber, naturally carved from the stone. As you finally look around your surroundings, 1,000 spears point in your direction as an echo of violent croaking shakes the chamber and assaults your ears. From the depths of darkness in the far end of the low-lit room, a deep croak silences the discord among the masses. The orange glow of a few torches held by a few of the guardsmen dance across the stone walls, and seemingly hundreds of slitted eyes fixated on you from wide, broad, round faces.
From the deep croaking at the far end is a massive frog-like creature, nearly twice the size of any of the others currently in the room around you. His girth barely fits upon the ledge throne from which he sits, his belly nearly swallowing his seemingly tiny and thin legs. Upon his head is a crown of woven dried grass decorated with typha reeds and old ornate silverware. A necklace hangs from his neck with a myriad of baubles, from the jeweled hair comb, a skeleton key, a child's toy yo-yo, and a small flute-style whistle and other laced jewelry and copper nibs. His clothes seem to be nothing more than the worn, muddy remains of a beautiful, ornate, hand-woven rug from the Zakara Peninsula.
Peninsula?
Peninsula.
Yeah.
Peninsula.
Peninsula.
It's like an island that's shaped like a pencil.
Yes.
Hey! One of the tree-like frogs, this one, a vibrant orange with speckled black and blue spots, speaks up.
Our hail King Shrug of House Behemoth, 15th of his name, the impenetrable wart-bearer of the 7 lilies, croaker of the deep, Lord High Hopper, Marquis de Swellington, Baron of the 3 1/3 boglands, venerator of vegetation, and master of mudlog. Wallow in his excellence.
Almost simultaneously, the entire room croaks at once in a singular thunderous sound throughout the cave, and then bow, lowering themselves to the point of nearly melding into the stone-worked floor beneath them.
I'm going to take a knee and
Bow as well.
bow my head.
I'm going to bow as well.
Same.
V looks around.
I
nudge her with my elbow.
She takes a knee.
And I'm holding Pixel at
yeah.
this point.
Pixel tries to wiggle. I have to bow.
You do. I set her down.
And Pixel actually looks around at everything else and just lays down on the ground.
While we're bowing, I'm gonna not like sneakily. I'm just gonna hand Harold a tarot card that has my visage on it, and when you grab it, it has your visage on it. And then I look up at the guy and continue bowing.
Yep. I will, as I'm bowing, vial my eyes with some purple eye drops.
Okay. All
All right, neat.
The large one from Thog speaks up.
Great one, we found pigskins wandering our swamps among slain blisterflesh. We saved them from a snack tooth to answer for their crimes. And these 3 were found conspiring to overthrow your rule. What say you?
As he says, these 3 were found conspiring. You see 3 toadkin bound in old rope fashioned from the green bark of a young tree woven together, spear tips pressed into their backs as they are ushered forth, now standing mere inches from the edge of a vast pit that rests near the base of the wall below the king's throne.
I point to Seisha subtly and then point at Pixel's eyes and do like a one of these. Like a, oh God, here it comes.
Okay.
You soft thinking you better than King Shrug. What are you thinking now? Before the Garlug pit.
The 3 toadkin stand silently, and it's hard to tell if the glistening of their skin is due to the natural poison secreting from their frog-like skin, or they are beginning to sweat from nervousness. A voice pierces the veil of silence as a softer, feminine frog makes her presence known. It echoes through the chamber from behind the large toad lord before stepping out from the shadows. A smaller frog woman with vibrant green skin and a white belly decorated in vivid blue paint line-like tattoos. Her eyes are wide and blood red, with the similar horizontal split like the rest. She wears a headdress of crow feathers attached to a wooden reed crown. Her body is wrapped in bandages, repurposed from a nobleman's vestments, as well as turtle shells and the flayed skin of crocodile-like shamanistic armor. She walks with a wooden staff spear whose point penetrates the form of a blue-painted humanoid skull from jawless base through the top of the cranium, affixed in place by layered twine.
Damn. She sounds badass.
Since the end of the hibernating cycle, the lizard folk have broken our treaty and feasted on our blister flesh. For too long, we have fallen prey to the shaman whore of the lizards and her cursing of our lands. The lands grow more wet, but they also grow more dry in food. Now we turn on each other, as these three turned against our croaker of the deep, our wart bearer. Stay fast, my leaping compatriots. Our enemy is not ourselves, but the ones that seek to destroy us. For their crimes, my king, I leave you to judge them.
She bows and moves back.
Can I make an insight check on him?
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
8.
8?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing weird about what she's saying.
There's lots of weird things about what she's saying, but
Well, yeah,
Can I make an insight check on the impact her words had on King Hopper?
sure.
It's going to be 17.
17. He feels emboldened by her words, as if pushed to make an example. And as you make that connection, you hear him go,
You conspire to kill your kin. Your punishment is death.
with that, he begins bellowing his gullet in an alarmingly massively size, along with the rest of the frogkin within the cave, before they all start a rhythmic, singular, elongated held note of distortion that reverberates through the chamber like a tuning fork. In an abhorrent harmony that is painful to hear as it pulses through your body.
you were saying?
I am going to, at this point, reach down, pull Pixil up, turn her towards me, and just kind of smile and kindly and place my hands over her ears.
Got it.
Okay.
The sound that you're hearing is like if you were to roll down one window in a car.
Oh, yeah.
That subwoofer effect.
Okay, that was really cool when you do it together.
The chorus continues for a solid 10 to 15 seconds before a loud, deep, throaty croak roars, silencing the frogkin into a low chant of Garlug, 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 Garlug. Suddenly, 3 massive, smooth green tentacles writhe out from the pit and lash around the 3 toadkin at the edge of the pit. They fling through the air aimlessly at the mercy of the tendrils clutching them before being tossed and pulled screaming down into the mouth of whatever creature awaits below.
I'm going to maintain that patient, reassuring, kind smile and just keep looking at Pixil.
She goes, "What's happening?"
I move
They are
towards.
dispensing justice.
Okay. The woman's voice kicks up again.
Bring forth the pigskins. Let them answer for their crimes against us.
I move towards Harold and I say,
Harold,
I
be
hope
honest.
you're on game today.
Harold, be honest.
I've got this. Never failed. And then he exhaustedly looks up at them.
As the toadkin usher you forth towards the edge of the pit, the crowd around you echoes.
Praise the Barachi Bog Mother, brood from the Song Thongwa. Praise King Shrug, master of Mudlog.
Yeah, they really got that on point, don't they? Okay, let's do this.
Scoop Pixil up and just try to stay in the position in the group furthest away from the pit.
You can feel her trembling in your hands.
Just gonna smooth her hair.
I'll put my butterfly like in front of her, just like gently flapping, so that if Seisha has her like this, she can't see
Got it.
any of the people yelling behind her.
Okay.
You feel her trembling ease a little bit, but you can just, your insight still feels that panic as she's focused on this singular point.
Yep.
What do you guys do?
I step forward to the front of the group. I lead them all up.
You are all ushered up just before the edge of this pit. You're not just on it, you're about 5 feet away from it. But you are staring over a black pit, and up in front of you is the large Lord Hopper.
Dark vision?
Dark vision.
Dark vision?
You see a massive creature, and it looks like a frog, but a behemoth of one, as you notice four tendrils writhing out of its body, and then this bobbing back and forth, almost like an anglerfish of 3 eyes.
Do I know what this is?
Make a nature check.
Nature or Arcana.
Or Arcana.
Going full Arcana.
Once again, Ethan has no idea in or out of play what it is y'all are talking about, so.
Logan knows what this is. There's no way Voss would know, though.
Yeah.
Katie thinks she knows. That's only an 11.
24.
24.
Vinley, the creature that awaits in the shadows of the mud pit, now that you are peeking over the edge, is a frog-hemoth.
What?
It is a huge frog-like creature with 4 tentacled arms, a thick rubbery hide, a fang-filled maw with a prehensile tongue, and an extendable stalk sprouting 3 bulbous eyes that face in different directions.
A frog-hemoth?
Yep.
Revered by bullywugs and seen as a direct descendant of their deity. They are always hungry, but can be trained by bullywugs because they can communicate enough between each other, which is surprising because it is rumored that the creatures may be from another plane. Froghemoth's not bullywugs.
Yep.
Frog-hemoth, veto that name.
Yeah.
I will step forward and I will say, it is with the utmost honor we present ourselves. I, Rogue Justicar, Pilgrim Arch Justicar, Royal Executor, Royal Ambassador, Administrator, Prime Counselor, Royal Vizier, Harold Hovelton, Baron of Red, am honored to be in the presence of such powerful, wonderful royalty. And we have come here not to...
And he cuts you off.
Why do you come to kill the wartlings?
We came in search of mushrooms, Your Majesty. We were not aware of the changes that have occurred in these lands.
But once we were, we came here and found your loyal followers, like Frenthog here, who we aided during the battle. It's clear, like, Harold's having a hard time keeping this whole thing up.
I'm just gonna reach out and put one of my hands on his shoulder.
What are you thinking about the scale skins?
When did this start?
This happening last hibernation.
If the Scaleskins are the ones who did this to you, then they're no allies of ours.
Scale skins causing the corruption.
They have no respect for the royalty of the area. They have no respect for King Hopper, but we do. We recognize your power. It is everywhere. You can see it at every corner of this place.
Your mushroom gone with the green. You
sir must cleanse the forest. You, sir, must kill the scale-skinned mother. She is the plague of this land.
If we were capable of performing this act for you, O great king, wise and noble, would it be possible that we could maybe, like, bogart some mushrooms for me if you had them?
The mushroom's gone with the green.
Your Majesty, we would be very pleased to see this land restored, but we are quite taxed from the battle we faced earlier. Whatever it was that killed your companions, I can't say, but they were torn apart, and they had perished long before we set foot in these woods.
I heard them say lizard folk.
Yes, you did.
Do I know lizard folk have similar sized claws to what?
You can make a nature check.
Cool.
That you can.
Okay. 14.
You can 100% connect those dots.
Pause on that. Answer you. He goes, you shall rest here tonight.
Thank you.
We are honored to be here in your presence.
You shall know where the scale-skin live.
Not yet.
I think we may have passed the boundary of their home on the way here.
Scale-skins are in the south end of the swamp, past the singing trees.
Then tomorrow, that's where we're gonna go. And we're gonna try to take care of this for you.
If I may be so bold as to make one more request of your Majesty. We have this child with us. I fear it would be very dangerous for her to come with us. Would it be possible for her to remain with you while we make this journey?
The brood shaman speaks up once more.
Praise the mortals. They have heard the cries of the bullywug and the grung, and they pledge to avenge our fallen. Feed them to the swamplands when the great sun rises. Tonight, we feast. I am afraid I cannot guarantee the safety of your childling.
Then she will come with us.
I cannot control every grung and bullywug.
I understand.
I fear they will be unsafe here, but safer in your arms, amongst the other pigskins.
Safe it's been.
We appreciate your hospitality, your kindness, and your
But-
reverence.
I understand what it is like to care for young.
She looks around at everyone here.
You may leave her with me. I will protect her as if she was my own.
Inside check.
Yep.
I'll assist you.
Why don't I make the insight check?
Are you making the inside check?
Yeah.
Okay, I assist you on that.
Okay.
Oh God. First roll's better.
18.
Okay.
Do I get to make one too? Because he assisted, so I thought that was.
Got it. Got it.
Oh God.
As you look over,
That was roll of 2. Did you roll with advantage?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. You kind of try to read her meaning behind it, and you actually get a sense, almost like a motherly protection. You get the sense that she understands what it's like to care for young. She understands what it's like to have young ones need protection, and you get the sense that she will indeed keep her safe.
Thank you.
She kind of bows.
No. Thank you for cleansing the land of the lizard swine.
That we will do. Where's those beds?
After the procession, before King Shug, you find yourself in another chamber. At this point, Pixil is with you. Where in the center is a large pile of food gathered on a lily pad by all of the gathering throughout the day. And collected on top of the lily pad, you see the white inner cores of a young cattail reeds, crawfish, worms, grasshoppers, beetles, dragonflies, and countless other bugs, as well as the remains of a large crocodile that was killed earlier that day.
Nice.
Pixel goes, this looks gross.
Eat the crocodile.
Here's what you do,
Tastes like chicken.
Pixel. When you're in a situation like this and you see something you don't understand, you just dive in like they do and decide for yourself what you like.
I'm going to heal Harold.
Bogwater's getting to him.
Yeah.
No, Harold 100% is just like, if the food is worms and bugs and shit, hey, no hesitation, he's eating.
Take 8 healing.
Yeah.
I take a piece of the crocodile, and before she or anyone else in the group is eating anything, I take it and I eat a piece of it.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
chewy, but I mean, it's
Is it cooked?
no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It's chewy. I mean, it's edible. It's chewy. It's
I
very.
cut off a big hunk of that and I hand that to you. This seems safe to eat.
I'll.
You said, can you do something? You asked.
Would it be all right if I were to cook this?
Worms are earthy.
They seem to not be paying you any mind as they are feasting down.
Yeah.
Okay,
there's
I'm gonna build a little fire off to the side,
I'll light it for you.
and,
like tongues are like shades.
and I'm going to cook
Yeah, every time I reach for
some of the crocodile.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry, hi. Oh, just,
Okay.
there you go, you can have that back.
Go ahead and roll your cooking check.
That's going to be, what is that? Survival, is it?
Yeah, this would be survival because you're doing
10.
it out. 10? It's not a.
Passable.
Yeah, you cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
warm now.
Yeah. We're not going to get worms from eating.
V's like,
Try the worms, they're earthy. They're real earthy.
Can I have some of the crocodile, please?
Yes.
Yeah. The meat becomes softer, less chewy. There is a flavor to it, but you haven't seasoned
Tastes
it.
like chicken.
No.
Crocodile does actually
mine-
taste like chicken.
Mine specifically, Pixels, and Seisha all taste like chicken.
Done.
It naturally does.
So
chickeny taste.
the crawfish crunches into its hard shell, and its contents ooze into your mouth, tasting like cold swamp water.
Delicious.
Everything's so earthy.
The young cattail green reeds are chewy and spongy with a crisp bite that tastes like wet cardboard. And then the assortment of worms, grasshoppers, beetles, and dragonflies all crunch in your with a very earthy, goopy, unpleasant texture. But
it's hard to get down, but you do it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You got your protein for the day. You're actually feeling
Yeah, pretty full.
You're feeling pretty full. A little sick to the stomach because of what you put in your mouth.
Hey man, it's culture. I'm just immersing myself.
Yep.
I will turn to Franthrog and say,
Anyway, that's the reason I got rid of the pants. Because, and I understand why you guys don't wear them because you got to jump a lot. But at the time, I wasn't doing as much jumping. Anyway, they're gone now. Whoever has them, I pray for them.
Who in the party looks the most injured? Anybody look like severely beaten up?
I'm at 3 down.
2 down.
V looks fine.
Okay.
Like she, apart from her,
you guys can also take this
Holes.
moment as a short rest.
you could. take
Sure.
this as a short rest.
And not only that, you will be healed extra because of me.
You gonna play some music?
Yeah, I'll play some music and I'll improv some songs about bullywugs and grungs. I mean, how hard can it be? Just insert jumping.
Make it insert jumping. Make a performance check. Everybody gets your added d6 to any hit die that you would like to roll.
Yep.
The very first one.
That will be a 14.
14. Yeah, they seem to enjoy it, and some of them even try to croak along.
Yeah, absolutely. I encourage it.
Yep.
Pixel,
This is fun. I like this. This is a fun part.
you're going to be okay staying here, right?
Look at that nice lady.
That's a big question.
I know. I'm worried. You saw what happened today. I'm really worried about if you come with us. I'm more comfortable that we'd be able to have you with us, but I worry about the links that...
Yeah, I don't want to get eaten by a crocodile.
Yeah. I think you'll be safer here.
Okay.
And here, I pull out my Beholder plushie and hand it to her. Just in case if you get scared or worried.
Okay. You can see her smile. It's like a little semblance of home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm figuring.
Does anybody do anything else during the feast?
I'll just go up to Pixil later and say, hey, these are very greedy creatures. Don't pull your stone out here, okay?
Okay.
And then I will offer the butterfly to her.
It's almost black anyways.
Good. Perfect. I'll put the butterfly on her shoulder and say, this is like the doll. It will keep an eye on you if you need trouble. Just tell the butterfly and he'll let me know.
I talk to your butterfly?
Mm-hmm. He's really nice. He listens very, very perfectly. And he won't tell anyone your secrets.
How does it understand me?
Magic.
Magic's weird,
Mm-hmm.
but I like it.
You know, me too. I spent a very long time studying it.
And she goes, and this was behind your ear. Hold on. Before you're amazed.
Oh shit. I genuinely look surprised.
You genuinely look surprised.
Oh, wow.
Everybody genuinely looks surprised.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
She pulls out that silver coin.
I'm going to lean down to Pixil and be like, you serious about magic? You like magic a lot?
Yeah,
You wanna-
it's fun.
You know, if you're getting into that point where you're like really trying to figure out what direction you want to go with, you know, your skills, if you wanted to learn a little something,
Come talk to me.
we'd be happy to teach you.
You can come to any of us.
You know, if you're
She
feeling
looks
like
at
a little bit
Voss,
like a trickster.
Like she eyes every one of you. I was like, okay, yeah. And then like thinks about the big red scary lady. Yeah. You do magic?
No.
he can make people disappear.
That's okay. Because I'm still. You can make people disappear.
Takes a while though for him.
Can you teach me that? The Ronto?
I need to use the bathroom. And
It was funny. He laughed.
I get up and I
Okay. Yeah. You all, and over that course of food, you find out that Decaying is actually staying with their uncle, who's visiting from Neverwinter,
Okay.
while their mom is working the last week at the docks, and that's who she snuck away from, was her uncle, who may or may not be.
The letter went to her mom.
Oh no.
Ted's fucked.
At some point, she looks at you and goes, so did you guys fight like a purple monster at like, if it touched you, it caused rashes? I keep hearing something about this a lot.
That is.
one of us did, and he won't shut up about it.
It was an incredible battle, boss. It was amazing. Everyone should know. I survived. I survived. I should be dead and I survived.
What does this monster look like?
It looks.
Don't.
It's tall. It's thin. Purple.
Okay.
And it's fast. Works too fast.
Auntie.
Is it gonna get me?
No.
Harold?
It's long gone. I've dealt with it, and thankfully, it's hopefully.
Harold, you look very tired.
Hopefully
Maybe
gone
we should
forever.
go to bed.
Gone forever, thankfully, for the good of the universe.
I think both of you guys should go get some sleep.
Yeah, y'all don't look good.
I'm just waiting for her to settle down.
Also during this feast, you're approached by the shaman mother.
Oh.
and asks, will she be taking her tonight, or do you want?
In the morning.
I understand.
Thank you.
You are all escorted through the damp, echoing channels through the sweating rock. The interior of the cavern is cool despite the approaching summer swampland surrounding it. You are all escorted into a hovel cave pocket down one of the ramiform network cave tunnels under the massive granite rock ceiling. The floor is soft but not sloppily muddy, with the room roughly large enough for about 8 people to rest in. 2 guards wait outside beyond a woven door of javelins bound together by damp.
Sorry, the flower is blooming.
Disgusting.
Bound together by a damp vine rope. So, what do you guys do for the night?
Clean, 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 clean. Lay down.
I'm going to get Pixil settled down, and as I take off my armor, I'm going to set it around her, kind of as a perimeter around her, with her next to a wall, and then I'll settle down on the other side of it.
Okay.
At some point, she picks up the chest plate and puts it on, and it swallows her entire body. She goes, wings!
You know,
Wings!
when you put that on, you look just like I did the first time I tried it on.
Am I gonna grow up just like you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I hope so.
Me too.
And as you all settle down, at some point, Voss, do you finally fall asleep, or what do you do?
When does she fall asleep?
She's actually very tired. It only takes her 30 minutes before she, once she lays down, out.
How secure is the door?
As secure as a javelin entwined door could be.
I take out the garrote wire and I want to tie it around 3 places. I have 5 pieces of it, 3 places around the door, so that if anybody tries to open it, it will be locked.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever check I have to make to try to do that.
I'm going to assist him by casting light so he can see what he's doing better.
Got it?
Okay.
You can choose to.
A straight dexterity check.
Or thieves.
Or a thieves tool check. Yeah, I'll give you that too, because you're kind of making a trap.
15.
Okay.
15.
Noted.
Yeah. Your trap has a DC 15.
Yep. And as you all finally drift to sleep, Voss, you actually pass out a lot faster than knowing. You were a lot tired than you thought. As you finally have time to want to sit down, you're one of the first to actually fall asleep.
No.
Begrudgingly, as you
You fight it as much.
fight it as much as you can, but your body is done.
Do we recover our exhaustion?
And as you drift off to sleep, we're gonna take a break.
Everybody wakes up dead.
I hate when that happens.
Trap! I have a trap! It's there.
Yeah.
How am I awake and dead at the same time?
I didn't tell you that this cave is actually the inside of the Froggy Myth.
No.
Welcome to Schrodinger's party.
Pixil says, I'm not trapped inside here with you.
You're trapped in here outside with me.
Actually, before I fall asleep, I'm going to move the armor that's between us and just kind of snuggle her up.
Okay.
If I see that, I would fall asleep.
Okay,
Got it.
sounds good.
All right. Stay tuned. We're going to take a break for about 15, 20
Yep.
minutes.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Please
Check
do.
that Twitch Prime. Renew it.
Did
Renew your Trish
Stay on it.
Yep.
And then since we're doing the pre-record, just in case, thanks, Anonymous.
True.
All right, guys. We'll be back in just a little while.
Yep.
See you
ya.
soon.
Bye.
And we're back.
Hey guys, the party negotiated their way with the grungs and the bullywugs through the forest, fighting some rot grubs, swimming through some bog water, and talking to the High Lord Hopper Shug himself. where they made a deal to find and kill the corrupting
Scale skins.
scale skin.
Yes, scale skins. And made a deal to leave Pixil behind so they don't have to worry about her dying in the swamp.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not worried.
They are now, after a big feast, they're resting in the cave-like structure under a giant rock. What are you guys doing throughout the night? Sleeping?
Does everybody sleep?
Sleeping.
Sleep? I
The
know.
first 4 hours with which everyone is asleep, presumably, I will use Arcane Recovery to regain a second level spell slot
Okay,
and cast Nistel's Magic Aura on my butterfly again.
Got it.
copy that.
Day 2!
Got it.
You notice one guard shift,
Okay.
but nothing seems to happen.
Yep. As you settle down for your, as you settle into to meditate and to go into your trance, you actually see Pixil kind of wiggle out of Seisha's arms and move over and snuggle up to Voss.
Does this wake me up?
No, it does not.
Okay.
No, you've been awake for
dead.
36 hours. It does not. From someone who has been awake for 36 hours, it does not. Dragon Con last year.
Just saying, I have been asleep. I've been awake at a record 4 days. You start hallucinating on the 3rd.
Copy that.
Do not try that at home.
Yeah, never ever. We do not recommend that. No. All right. Yeah. No. But when you awake the next morning, one of the guards tries to open the door.
And starts going,
Are we long rested?
You are long rested.
Yes.
And you actually are awoken to Pixil right next to you. Go.
why so loud? Rude?
Do we get our exhaustion back too?
You
Lose 1 level.
cover 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's 1 level. That's 1 level.
Stop looking at me like that. I get up, trying to shift away from Pixel so as not to kind of wake her up, and I will untie the garrote wire along the door, keeping a hand on my kukri in case these things decide to eat us. I don't know.
Okay. Got it.
I will kind of.
Start putting my armor on, just smiling.
You are all violently awoken as this guy starts croaking loudly. And the frogkin speaks up.
It's time for you to hunt the scaleskins. Follow to the pond path.
Sure. I love alliteration, and I'll follow.
You all gather your things and are brought to the entranceway of the cave once more, and make your way outside into the muddy marshlands once again to begin your journey. You're more familiar with what to expect, so with V going first with a rope, you easily make your way through that tunnel once again.
Before we
Yes.
go, because I'm assuming we're not taking Pixel.
Oh, right, yes.
Before we go, take her aside, and I say, all right, I need you to listen to me very carefully, okay? I don't know how well this girl will protect you, all right? So if you feel scared, if you feel like there's danger, you hide. And I pull out back and I hand her the kukri knife.
Ooh, nice.
And give it to her and say, just so you know, I'm coming back for that, but you hold on to it for me right now, okay?
She like holds it and it's like this big in her hands.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like a short sword to her.
Mm-hmm.
She picks it up.
That's been with me a long time.
She and then like the frogkin's like
See? You're very scary.
and she looks like as the puts it away and
Puts
puts
it
her
back in
hands
the
up.
sheath.
We'll be coming back.
Didn't mean to.
We'll be coming back. Don't worry. Keep yourself safe more than anything.
Hopefully I won't need it.
I'm looking around for the shaman.
Yeah, where is she?
You see 2 toadkin walking, and behind them is the shaman lady.
I walk up to her, I give her a respectful nod.
She nods.
And with Pixil in front of me, lean down and said, she's going to take care of you guess.
I will guard her as if she were my own tadpole.
That's reassuring, I guess.
What's a tadpole?
It's
It's a baby.
I'm not a baby.
You're not a baby.
no, you're.
But she is saying that she will be fierce in protecting you. As if you couldn't protect yourself.
But I can't.
I know.
Stay
but-
close to her anyway. Maybe you can protect her.
Okay.
Keep a rock on just in case. Just like a little rock in case you need to throw it.
Do you know how to read?
We went over this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
How dare you bring that up?
I'm sorry.
It's been a long day. It's fine.
It's been a long couple days. Well, I'll tell you what. Hold on to this. I'm going to hand her the Volo's Guide to Waterdeep.
The Enchiridion.
Yes, thank you, Enchiridion. I'm going to hand her that.
She looks at the loose leaf pamphlet.
There's some really pretty drawings in there.
Okay. Yeah. At first, she looks at it and kind of gives Voss this look like.
Really?
Books. and then she's like.
I just don't want it to get messed up anymore.
Just take it. Just take it and sound appreciative.
When you mention pictures, she starts flipping through, and there's the wonderful illustrations and that. She's like, oh, and that's that.
And as you actually see the elder frog woman hold her hand out to Pixil to grab, and as they go, you hear her go,
Have you ever discerned the future from looking at the insides of a gecko?
and disappears into
Oh, that's sweet. As Harold watches them go.
Let's be off and let's be quick about it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Again, and then you make your way through the water tunnel, making your way out the other side. And you're able to determine. Oh, where are you heading?
I am going to head back to that area we passed where you described it got a lot more yucky and that it felt worse.
Is that in line with where they directed us for the lizard?
Near the singing trees.
It is not. What you were talking about from your position right now, you guys.
Oh, wait, we need to go southwest.
Yes.
Dude, south end of the swamp.
Yeah. And so, just because you're asking, you are in the north end of the forest, and they turned northeast from that position, so it is more directly west,
Okay.
not like hard southwest, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, from your position, it's the decay is closer to the west. The lizardkin are more south.
Okay, got it. So I guess we're heading down that way.
And before we leave, I will issue the mental command to my familiar that if anything happens to the girl, to immediately come and get me. As fast as you can. Little butterfly.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
I'm sorry, Voss, but she's safer here.
We're in a mired mess of bad fucking decisions, so let's just deal with this and get out of here as fast as we can.
I love the sound of that.
I need somebody to make a nature check.
Which one of you is more natural than me?
I'm not terrible at it, but
I'll do it.
Well, no, I'm wondering if I can make a perception check from the position of the sun.
That's the nature,
Nature
check.
check.
That's how you do that.
Damn.
That's how Seisha knows how to do that.
Nature,
I'll try. I'll
nature
try.
or survival.
Or
I
survival.
will also do it.
go ahead.
Between the two of us.
Surely.
Not me.
16?
You,
What was your total?
7.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's,
I'm really concerned about Pixil.
yeah.
You can do survival.
You,
Oh, could I do survival
yeah,
instead?
nature or survival.
Oh, in that case, 18.
Yeah. You are able to determine which way is
Thanks.
south by the position of the sun's light cast as the shadows and approximation of the time of day cutting through the trees.
That way.
That's all he said.
Heading that way.
For the future, I have navigator's tools.
Oh.
Would that enable
Why
me?
aren't you doing that then?
That enable me to tell where south is pretty easily?
You would be able
Probably
to
has a
use your
compass.
proficiency.
On the roll.
Okay.
So
I've
In-
not. 2 people have already made it, so we'll head.
Yeah,
there.
We've got it.
Like I
We're-
said, I was
we
just
know where we're
That's
going.
future.
that's more so when there's nothing around to catch your bearings, as a big blue ocean is really all you got.
and the stars in the sky.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's more so what those tools are for.
Yep.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
You make your way south for what seems like hours. You fight back the constant barrage of flying pests, rip and burn away leeches as you traverse through the waterlogged mud.
Leeches.
I
not-
avoid any large overhanging branches that look even remotely rotted.
I'm clarifying leeches, not
Yeah.
rot grubs.
Yeah.
You
I'm
eventually come to a small stream of fresh water flowing into the saturated marshlands. The sounds of all the creatures around you make it impossible for your passive hearing to pick up anything through the orchestra around you. From the watery marshlands are 3 strange mounds of dying grass overgrown, now with weeding plant life eating away at these perfectly rounded grassy knolls.
This must be the. I'm guessing this is the Waterdeep River.
I don't know. I want to investigate those piles.
Hold on.
Make an investigation.
Wait.
I hold him back.
Okay.
I begin searching for anything.
Hold on one second. Divine sense.
There's the corruption of the land. There's nothing here that strongly.
Pings.
Yeah, that pings.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'll go ahead and look around areas, see if even in the cacophony I can see anything. Watching, moving,
Make a perception check.
looking for lizards.
Okay. You can make a perception check, and then you're waiting. You want to do that before he does anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
Not bad for disadvantage. 13.
Not bad at all.
13.
Yeah.
You look around, other than the buzzing cacophony of animals and bugs, you don't see anything, you don't notice anything, nothing catches your eye, there's no movements or shadows or anything like that, other than the sound of the water in the stream rushing into the marshlands.
I nod to Harold.
All right, here I go. And I'm going to take a look around and
I'll look with you, buddy. V
let's
says.
take it out, V.
Yeah, come on, we're the best.
Yeah, we
You know
got
what's
this.
up. Yeah,
Roll,
totally.
roll with advantage.
All right.
While they do that, I cast Mage Armor.
Dang, 20. Not natural, but
Okay. In the muck,
While trying to figure out why these out-of-place land structures exist, your shin slams into a hard stone. And then slips out from underneath you, pulling you into a pocket. You all see Harold disappear. You are currently underwater into a stone-lined room. The murky water, saturated from the nearby streams, fills every inch of the barrow tomb, all except for a small pocket of air above the water level at the top of this 10-foot tall room.
well, I want to swim to the top.
Yep.
And I'm going to be like, I'm okay.
You hear muffled.
I slowly, kind of poking the ground for anything else I can find, move up to where I saw Harold.
kind of poking your rapier down. I mean, it goes in, but then you hear a
I'm okay, don't stab me.
You're not near the.
Yeah, I know. I see a knife, a sword coming in. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Oh, that's right. You're half
I come to the end and say, you all right?
and as you like, V's kind of standing, going,
Where'd he go?
as she's like, kind of
Poking at
you
the.
see her like reaching her hand is like going and comes up wet.
You asked.
I kind of go to the other side, yell, are you okay?
Okay, I can hear this, right?
Yeah, it's muffled, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's some sort of like, I think it looks like a temple or something.
Not a temple. Would you like to look more around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
Nothing. You just look.
Yeah, it's difficult. Look with your eyeballs.
I need you to rip your eye out and roll it on the dice tray, please. Inside this barrows, you find an open stone sarcophagi, etched in an elven script.
Oh God.
Along the top edge of the casket. From the interior of the stone container emanates an ethereal, silvery blue glow that illuminates the surrounding area.
From the glow, you see the top lid on the ground is cracked and broken from the erosion, emboldened with a relief sculpture that looks to be a very beautiful elven woman in a royal gown and crown, wearing ceremonial armor adornments. Above the statue, near where you are right there, are the etchings of a chiseled mural. You can see 7 Stonehenge obelisks depicted in a circle around a center atop a hill. A circle of elven script carved around it that you can read says, Luna and Umbra waltz in a circle among the deepest reaches of the stars. Salune's grace shines down upon us all.
Okay, so it's like, I'm okay. It's wet in here a little bit as he's treading water.
I hear him saying something, but I can't.
Do you need me to come in?
No!
You need me? I'm coming.
No, wait.
Okay. You sure, buddy?
Is there anything around where I can put purchase on the grappling hook and kind of
There's trees.
down?
Yeah. Tons of trees.
Tie it to a tree and go to the spot where he left and rappel down kind of slowly.
You immediately go into water.
Okay.
Like you're now
I'm just in water?
you're in water.
Told you, it's a little wet.
Oh.
Like yeah, like you're now you don't see him yet. You're like kind of in water floating, and then if you push down, then you go into a small little channel.
Okay.
And then you can see light where you can immediately come up about 10 feet away.
I move towards the light.
Okay. And you come up into that room, you see Harold sitting there, and you can actually see because there is a silvery glow coming from an open sarcophagi.
Yeah, you can't make out all the details. He can.
Can you? I will read to him what it says on there and everything.
Okay.
I feel like this room is very dark.
And I'm going to explain to him exactly what I saw, and then I'm going to say, and here's what it says. And then
I got you.
Yep, got it.
All right, does this have any bearing? Do you understand what these gods are?
I think someone upstairs does. Seisha!
Yeah. I'm gonna walk up.
It's cool, I'll wait.
That's fine, I'm right here.
Sits down.
Sinking like a rock.
Yep. And then you can see the opening and
Okay.
Doggy path.
yeah.
Okay, but you might as well come in. I think everybody should come in now.
And I'm gonna try to find some place that I can like
He's like,
reach air.
no, I'll wait.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. It's not like that. I genuinely didn't know if there was something down here that would hurt people. And then Voss jumped in. I figured by now they'd probably know. My sultry voice just down here.
So Luna would be the moon.
It's fine.
And Umbra is the dark shadow that's cast by a
What?
a solid object.
I'm not gonna be up here by myself. And then
If everybody's coming down, I'm going
So
back up to get
this
that
is basically
fucking hook.
saying light and
She-
darkness
Take it.
dance
sitting there looking
under a
around.
circle amongst the stars. Is that
I'll read it for you again. Because you can read Elvish. Luna and Umbra waltz in a circle amongst the deepest reaches of the stars.
I'm going to be real. All I care about whatever that is going down there, and I want to go see it.
Okay, copy that.
Does that?
Salune's grace
That's a check right there.
shines down upon us
I
all.
actually know it.
I know who it is, but I don't. I probably know.
You can make a religion check if you two would like.
Can I go with the information that I know, since I had that deities book that I had been studying previously?
You know the bare basics.
All right, then I'll do a roll.
I will give you advantage on your roll.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm offended.
Personally.
I got a 21 though, so.
You don't know anything. Sorry. DC was 22.
Damn.
That's going to be a 17.
DC was 22. I don't know why you're looking. Just kidding. Selune, the Moon Maiden, also known as Our Lady of Silver, is the goddess of the moon.
Once again, feel very targeted.
She is an elven goddess. And you get that you get the portfolio of the moons and stars and navigation navigators. You also get that she's wanderers, questers, seekers, and non-evil lycanthropes.
Interesting.
Yep.
I feel like she's someone I would
Oddly
have
specific.
studied
Yeah.
being who I am.
Yep.
But
But that's Selune.
Yep. The moon is also called.
Luna, yeah.
I really want to see.
Oh, saloon. Okay.
I really want to see what's down there.
I do too.
I'm going. The two of us just go straight down.
Didn't we have something we were supposed to be doing? Well, Pixil is with them.
We do. I'm going back up to the surface, and I will wait until the rest of the party's done investigating this.
Pause. Okay. Copy that. You, as you swim down.
I'm also swimming down.
Yeah, we
Okay.
both are.
All right. Inside of the coffin are the decayed remains of skin stretched across bone, almost like a mummy. On the woman's neck is a beautiful yet tarnished, eye-catching necklace. It is a silver piece, pearlescent moonstone gem with silver bars radiating out from it and creating the form of a sectioned crescent moon that rests across her collarbones. The body of the deceased woman is wrapped in a masterworked, muddied white long train cloak textured with silver thread, stitched embroidery over the entire surface in elven and arcane script.
Oh no.
Do I recognize anything?
Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Clutched in her hand is a blue, glowing, ornate, thin blade with a sharp, pointed tip. The basket of this rapier blade only covers half of the hand near the hilt, with the blade of the curving down handle. Along the handle is a spiraling elven script that reads Umbra's Undoing.
I'm gonna take it. I gotta take it all.
I gotta take it all.
Take everything. We are not grave robbers. I'm not a grave robber. You're robbing a grave. It's not a grave. This is a pool.
I am at the surface, waiting, just kind of like.
I think we've
Did you not go down?
from graves.
He went back
No,
up.
You went
I
back up. Got it.
I'm just going.
You were saying?
Okay, sorry. I have to get into theft position. So
I look over at you underwater and nod like.
but before we go, the robes and the iconography, do I recognize that from any cultures that I would have seen, interacted with?
With your 22 of Selune, this looks like a high priestess of Selune, like a queen of some sort that would be living in these lands.
Like the kind of person
We
you'd
shouldn't
be
steal
cursed for
them.
stealing their stuff.
I know, but I don't know that. And she can't tell me because we're underwater. And there's that really nice
tell me
rapier.
anyways.
You know, I could get mine back if I gave this one to boss.
I gotta yoink the necklace.
Deal it, and let's deal with the consequences.
Yeah, I am 100% just like,
I'm going for the necklace.
and
you're
I'm
going for
taking
the
the
dagger.
sword.
Okay, you go for the sword, you go for the necklace.
As you take them, the body crumbles a little bit from the softness of being water saturated. You now have a necklace and a sword.
Okay, let's head back up.
There's also the arcane runes, being a magic user.
Yeah.
That is of the cloak that she is wearing is also something you could take.
All right, let's head up. We'll head back up. I will. Voss!
I extend hand.
You feel the hilt of the sword in your hand. That's for you.
I'm holding a sword.
Yeah, it's a nice like silver, like not shiny metal sword, not silver, but actual like.
Once we're all out, did you just rob a grave?
No, it was empty.
There was just stuff in an empty sarcophagus?
Probably left.
I didn't check to see if there was any labels.
Like to roll insight?
Oh, you don't even need to.
With my.
You don't even need to.
Yeah, no, you're lying.
I'm super lying.
That's a dirty 20.
I got it too.
I didn't know if it was a. There was a dead lady in it. Is that a problem?
It's empty now. I said a prayer to Mistra. And
That
Saloon.
wasn't Mistra's.
I said and Saloon.
That had Saloon all over it.
Who?
The goddess of the moon.
Yeah, she's cool.
Good thing it's day out.
I hold the blade in my hand, feel balanced, well made.
Is it a
Feel like
rapier? I'm assuming it,
It
was.
is a rapier.
Yeah, boy.
It is very well balanced.
If we have a little bit, I can do things. Too.
I shrug. I take Harold's rapier off my belt and give it back to him and take it.
Some of the gold's worn off on the handle. All right, you really
Yeah.
use this thing.
I'm gonna look at Venley. Are we just grave robbers now? Is that what's happening here?
Looking at Vinley.
Yeah.
V.
You mean V?
Or V, sorry.
I'm like, she's like,
Derp.
it's a really pretty cloak.
We're gonna kind of storm off a few feet.
Wait,
Throw my hands in the air.
She's like, what? They're dead?
Yeah, literally, that was exactly all I could think of at the time. Was that like they're not using it? Wouldn't they want somebody doing good out there using it?
We super
In a-
also
in a-
already taken a lot of body
That was
parts.
a really, really ornate place. I just kind of feel like.
Listen, if the
let's make sure they're not cursed now.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
If their ancestors want to have words with me, they can feel free to come down anytime. My office is always open.
The sword's not glowing, by the way.
Not right
So
now.
it's just
a
No,
sword.
not.
As soon as you guys brought it out, it went from glowing to not glowing.
Yep.
Love it.
To me, it's
Probably
another
just
sword.
glows in the dark.
It's balanced better than your other one.
Okay.
If we have a little bit of time, we can probably figure out what
I think
these
we
are.
need to.
What's done is done. Let's move forward.
I think we need to know what it is
Someone
you're all
wasn't
carrying.
listening.
It'll take half hour?
Not if we both do it.
I have to actually cast a spell to do it.
Gotcha. Yes, it'll take us a half hour.
We
Gib.
waiting?
No, I don't think.
What?
I want to know what the cloak does, but if you want to carry a cursed sword, that's on you.
Then it's on me. Keep moving.
Everybody else stops.
But it.
Boss is walking off by himself.
Boss, it's probably a good idea to know what we're carrying in case something has healing or some
Or
sort of anti-lizard property.
That would be great if it was an anti-lizard
God.
property. I'd be super happy about that.
Yeah.
And you could thank me because I'm
I
awesome.
can do yours first, and then you can walk away.
Every minute we wait, we're leaving a little girl with a bunch of cannibalistic frog people.
But we'll never get back to the little girl with cannibalistic frog people if these things kill us before we do that.
Boss, remember?
I take the sword and
Patience.
throw it into the center of it. Fine. Do it.
Temper tantrum.
People say I have rage issues.
Barbarian just casually throwing that out.
There's one shady barbar.
All right, let's
Have you met me?
let's do this. Let's find out.
I will identify
What are you identifying first?
the necklace.
The necklace? Take 10 minutes? It is just a necklace.
Oh, hello.
Fancy.
But
Can I roll to figure out how much it's worth?
That you can do. Make me just a straight intelligence roll.
Okay, straight intelligence. Not a very smart guy. But 18. I'm sorry, 13.
You get the sense that this golden necklace or the silver,
yeah, silver.
silver and gold necklace is encased in has a moonstone gem, and on total it's probably worth about 100 gold.
I'd like to explain that. Pricey.
Do I get the sense that it could be like a focus for someone else? Maybe of the divine path?
Not really.
Okay,
No.
so it doesn't look like Salune's holy symbol? Like her iconography, other than the crescent moon?
It's not a holy symbol. It's just it just
Yeah.
happens to be in a crescent moon shape.
cool.
The design of the necklace looks like a crescent moon, and in the center is an actual moonstone, which is the same material that Pixil has.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So I will identify the cloak next.
All right.
Sword's going last, of course.
He threw it. I'm not picking it up.
The cloak is a cloak of many fashions.
It what?
It's a cloak of many fashions.
You
What
can
does that
change its
mean?
color.
You can change its color
And the way it looks.
and the way it looks. It's always a cloak, but
Fucking amazing.
it stays.
V
Cool.
definitely is like,
What? She like grabs it and goes,
Oh, it'll actually fit her.
"Where have you been all my life?" And throws it around
I
her.
take it and like James Brown, I
I make it
and
billow a little bit.
She's just like, and then goes, "How does it work?"
Just focus on what you want it to look like, and it changes.
she seems to sit there and try and concentrate for a second while you start identifying the last thing. 10 more minutes pass by, and this is a moon-touch sword. In darkness, the unsheathed blade of the sword sheds moonlight, creating bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet.
sick.
Cool.
Nice.
Is it cursed?
No, not that I can see it.
I pick it up and I keep moving.
Yep, let's go. See, things worked out. The necklace isn't religious, the cloak isn't religious, and the sword also isn't religious despite the many scripts on it saying it is. So, as far as I'm concerned,
We're
nobody's going
just
to be...
grave robbers.
That grave robbers is not the same thing as opportunistic entrepreneurs, which is what we are.
Voss, what was your total perception check again?
Oh shit. It was not high. I think
I
it
think it
was
was like 13 or
13 or
14.
14, something like that.
Okay. As you guys continue south, it takes you a little while before a cool breeze blows past you and wicks away some of the humidity, but you're instantly taken off guard by an eerie, chilling howl of various haunting spirits moaning in the distance towards the south, somewhere maybe 300 to 500 feet away.
Weapons drawn
Yep.
immediately.
Oh, the accordion.
Wands.
Okay.
All the wands.
Okay.
The fuck is that?
It doesn't actually say on here what is. Oh, 60 feet. Okay.
Yep. So, what do you guys do? I know you guys are all preparing for attack.
Could I roll perception and try to gauge what that is?
Sure.
I'll assist you.
I'm glad you did. How are you assisting me?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, doesn't sound like lycanthropy. Does it sound? Is it ghostly?
Total of 23? No, I'm sorry. Wait, perception. Yeah, 23.
23.
Definitely ghostly.
With Vinley's knowledge of the undead, that is how you're assisting. Something's off about these sounds. It doesn't sound like the pains of a tormented soul. It doesn't sound like something that's brought back from the dead that you've ever heard. There's some rattling to it. There's an organic aspect to
The
it.
singing trees.
What?
The singing trees.
Oh.
They said we'd have to pass the singing trees. I bet that's the singing trees.
Well, let's keep going.
At this point, as I know we're getting closer, and with the sound around me, am going to attempt to get low and stealth.
Okay.
Okay, make a stealth check.
I think we should all try and go quietly from here on out.
I'm fine with all the rest of you doing it. Hopefully you'll do better than me.
Go for it.
We're gonna try to sneak around?
No, fuck.
I want to see whether I did better than you.
V like looks around, thinks, and her cloak turns into a green.
Nice.
And she takes a hood and she pulls it up.
Nice.
She's like, she just goes, you see her, she goes,
Yeah! We'll do our usual
Brushes off her
fist bump.
shoulder.
Yeah!
8.
Are these stealth checks we're all making?
Yes.
Here we go.
Might as well try.
She got a 3.
I got a total of 4.
Nice.
I have a plus
Oh, natty
3.
20!
Disadvantage.
Are we all at
You're
disadvantage?
wearing heavy armor.
Heavy armor.
You're wearing cleat.
This is the price you pay.
19.
Hey, all right.
That's actually an 18.
Okay, so wait. Did you tell them that
Yeah, I got a total of 4, but my modifier's 3.
said
You have a
natural?
-3?
Natural Uno.
Nice.
And my
Okay.
stealth is a 22.
Okay.
Wait, how do you always get initiative before me if you have a -3?
No, I don't have a -3. My modifier's +3.
She got a total of a 4.
Oh, I thought you were.
Harold, what did you get?
22.
Damn.
Harold's sneaky when he needs to be. That's
All right.
the best thing about playing a bard. I'm good at everything a little bit.
So,
A little bit.
just for prosperity's sake, give me a marching order.
I would imagine I'm in front, as usual.
Second.
I'll be behind. Voss.
I mean, you don't have to be in a line. You're
I'm gonna be
in a
next to
forest.
Harold.
right. Yeah, put me there.
So about right here,
I'm next to Harold.
next to Harold.
And V's watching our backs.
V will be back here. And no longer need that.
And Pixil's right there.
Hey guys, been here the whole time.
God damn it!
Jumps out of a backpack.
Got another coin! Aha!
There's nothing in that pocket right now.
She pulls it. Ah, disappointment.
She's holding your pocket
Actually,
lighting.
the next time you check it, there's a coin in there, and she pops out of my backpack and goes, "Hey guys!"
Deal
Okay.
with that shit when the abyss is done.
So, you guys are sneaking, and most of you are
Loud as fuck.
you're keeping to the trees and the bushes and everything, but with your trying to make those dodges, you hear as your sounds are betraying you. Harold, you're actually finding pretty solid purchase, right? So
In the cover of our
you're
noise.
easily hidden.
You're
gonna move
you're
a
looking specifically at where to step that has some form of dry land, and you're kind of making your way move. I believe everybody has a passive perception higher than a 10.
Yes.
Yes.
All of you notice a figure lurking ahead. It's not as large as the figure you spotted earlier when you first entered the swampy forest. Vinley, you notice that it has an elongated snout and a greenish brown scales. And as you spot it, it doesn't seem to. It's not looking at you. It's not looking in your direction. And as you slowly take a step, I need everybody to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that's hot. Love that.
Even me.
Even you.
Around you is an area that seems to be corroded and eroded, more seemingly torn asunder by the millions of various sized holes born through by millions of termites and rock grubs at some point. And you see the trees rattle as these eerie sounds blow through the small holes and passageways, creating the moaning and wailing of the woods. What did you get?
A 16.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
14.
Okay. All of a sudden,
Apologize.
everybody except for Harold and Vinley, you're enveloped in a large net made of woven vines. You are all restrained as you are literally wrapped up and pulled up into a tree and now dangling and hanging. Vinley and Harold, you dive out of the way at the last second as a large vine woven net springs up around the party. From the distance,
A figure approaches, seemingly drawn by the noise of the net trap. What do you guys do?
I'm still stealth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, did diving out of the way break any type of stuff?
No,
like
you're
that?
not doing any aggressive actions or anything like that. So,
I am going to attempt to make extra noise to assist Venley in her stealth.
got it. She's already stealth. It will cause a distraction as you are struggling in the net, and it is you, Voss, and V.
Is there like
I-
shrub?
restrained as I am, can I attempt to get some kind of leverage or purchase to pull a weapon out? Because weapons were out whenever I was doing this.
You have your weapons, yes.
Yeah, and they're kind of like that.
And you're like crushed by a large V and...
Even at the risk of hurting her, can I attempt to cut through?
You can, and it's hard because your rapier is not necessarily meant for cutting, but you can attempt.
It's a disadvantage.
Everything I do is a
There's a
disadvantage.
small knife in my back pouch. That might work better.
I've got no purchase on anything.
Yep,
right now.
you can't get to where you can reach it. Legs are sticking out, arms are bound, one arm's like up here.
Got one
go ahead and make an
next
attack.
to my face.
Not bad.
V's cape is wrapped around your head.
12.
Okay, yeah, you managed to go and kind of try to nick at it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. Is it a sneak
It is not sneak attack.
Was the net expecting my attack? Whoa! This guy's armed!
The inspiration. Didn't we get inspiration?
No.
No? Oh, okay. For some reason I had it marked.
Yeah.
And that's only for the attack roll, not damage.
Oh, that's right.
8 points of damage.
You stab at it and you kind of nick against it, and you barely see a little nick go. It is a these are thick vines that have been woven together. You're not sure.
Of the woven network, you have cut one bigger square out.
Since my longsword, we all had our weapons drawn.
Yep.
I'm just gonna start doing this.
Okay.
Cutting with
Attack at disadvantage.
Okay, make an attack roll at disadvantage. V is like,
She can't
Oh,
get to
how about
hers.
that? That's gonna be. That's actually good. 18.
you hit, roll damage.
You hit the net. Your
You
sword
hit
is
the net.
sitting against.
Bonus action, can I make another attack in the same?
Yeah, as your offhand attack, you sure can.
Sweet.
That's 1.
Got it?
Total
Yep.
plus.
Oh wait,
your
plus 2,
strength.
3.
Okay, so you go, and it's just like rubbing against the
Yeah.
vine. It doesn't even appear to even be cutting it.
No.
8.
To hit,
Yes.
again, I mean, it's an inanimate object.
Okay.
You hit it.
How long do we have before this thing is here? Does it seem like we'll have
We'll
another
get to that
round?
in a second. No.
This was what are you guys doing right now?
Yeah.
I'm about to get to that.
Offhand is just 1 point of damage.
Doesn't even seem to really. It nicks off of it. Doesn't even really seem to.
Okay.
Super.
To nick it or cut it. As you watch and you ducking in the shadows and you trying to hide, but there's really nothing around for you to really even
It's
hide
that
behind.
one streak of blonde just in the sea of black.
You watch as a bright, thin-bodied anole lizard folk, standing just under 6 feet tall, roughly as tall as Harold and Vinley. His head is long and pointed with ridges between the eyes and nostrils, with a very pale off-white green underbelly starting from his lower lip and chin that runs down the entirety of his body. He looks up at the net and then makes eye contact with you all and Vinley on the ground. Doesn't seem to notice you, Harold. Darting his head around like a bird to view you with his solid black eyes sunken in behind pale green eyelids. What is weird is he is wearing a trench coat that looks like it was once solid white. In his hands, he holds the remnants of a bogwood knobby branch. However, now it is stained from the bottom up to the collar in a gradient of dark brown to an off-white cream color.
And that is his the coat that he's wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a crudely fashioned side-slung satchel, you see sticking out a large curved flat tool fashioned together by 3 curved equine jaw bones that spiral out from a center point. Vinley, you notice a few etched grooves into the bone where residue of some liquid drips. You all also notice the satchel's straps have been fashioned into a bandolier, and a various assortment of mismatched vials and small containers found in the swamp fill it with a few various liquids of different viscosities and colors, but all seemingly made from the surrounding natural habitat. He looks up at y'all with wide eyes, and a grin crosses his face.
Oh my gosh! Are you guys adventurers? Oh my god! No way!
Yes.
I've always wanted to be an adventurer. Hey, let me get you down.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
Oh no! I know it's gonna Harold is in the shadows, just like.
Insight check on the list.
14 inside.
Okay, got it.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
shit.
Yeah, 18.
Actual bewilderment and excitement.
Not hostile
At all.
whatsoever.
Wow.
Oh no.
Okay.
Almost childlike, even though he is obviously not a child.
Oh no.
I can't.
I think
We traded
The
one
thin
side.
frame lizard folk pulls out the 3 jawbones tied together as you guys are talking.
Okay.
You guys can, I'll let you finish your
I
roleplays.
have this horrible feeling that we made a. I'm saying it very softly.
Yeah, I understand.
I have this horrible feeling that we may have aligned with the wrong side. Oh, I hope I'm wrong. Oh, I hope I'm wrong.
As you say that,
Tied together, reeling it back behind him before tossing it at the taut rope line holding you aloft. The jawbones arc wide and miss the rope completely as it whizzes past.
I miss him.
A few seconds later, you hear the spiraling whooshing of the tool flying back in your direction. Suddenly, the net opens like a blossoming flower, and your heart jumps into your throat as you plummet towards the mud. Everyone in there takes.
I would like to push away from whoever is next to me
To not
so
land
that
on
I
them?
don't land on top
Got
of
it.
them in my armor.
It's fine, y'all are good.
oh, you
Featherfall.
cast
Yeah.
Featherfall? Okay.
Oh,
Like, no, no.
all right, you take no falling damage, actually, as you gently float to the ground. Nice.
How are you doing that?
It's magic.
As you land, you see the lizard folk spinning the boomerang on the tip of his finger before it teeters off balance and he fumbles to catch it.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Seisha.
My name is Salazar.
Salazar.
What are your names, Stacia?
I legit almost said Rhea.
I'm gonna slowly come out of the darkness.
V's like,
Hey Sal, how you doing, man?
V.
I'm with them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
you
cool.
see him like holding the jawbone.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. You don't have to throw anything at me.
Oh, don't scare me like that.
You scared me.
You making fun of me?
No, did I do? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I tend to like take on accents really quickly.
Your name?
Vinley.
Finley.
I'm Bill Ronto. Did you set this net?
It's kind of our area. There's many of them out here.
Your area?
Yeah, the lizard, the scale skins. No, hold
Hold
on.
on, that's not what he says.
The mean.
Oh no, he says the Sarxins.
The
Sarxins?
Not Sark skins, Sarxin.
I make a side comment to Harold. Does everyone with scales
Vinley
have a
and
speech?
Seisha, you actually understand that as Draconic for born from Sarok.
Sarah.
Do I have any knowledge of a Sarok?
You can make a history check.
Go ahead.
Does everyone with scales have a
yeah, got it,
speech
got it, got it.
impediment?
I think that they think we all do.
12?
12.
Nothing rings a
Not
bell.
really.
Salazar, do you or your clan know anything about the corruption that's affecting this area?
It started with the last sleeping.
Good.
So you guys aren't at all involved with it.
You know what? Come with me. Tharman, shaman, monarch, Thyrsis. She's
Thyrsis?
super smart. She'll know what to do.
Tharsis?
I 100% trust this guy.
Yeah, let's go talk to your shaman.
I agree. Let's discuss them.
So are you guys lost?
There may be more to this
Yes.
than we're thinking.
Actually,
We are now.
Be one side or the other.
So what are you doing in the swamps?
We're looking for a particular breed of
one of the
mushroom.
kings or
Look at
sacrifices.
picture. Here it is.
And yes, you can do that with
The book.
prestidigitation, actually, because
yeah.
I was wrong last week. I apologize. Prestidigitation can make a little image
Yep,
in your
a
hand.
very small
So,
thing,
Yep,
so-
you can and show it
Looks
right
like
there.
this.
Oh, I haven't seen a mushroom like that since before the sleepening.
Cool.
What is the sleepening?
It's when all the Sarksons sleep.
Oh,
That makes sense.
It's when it gets cold.
And you go
yeah,
on the ground.
right. Here's a question for you, old Sal. Do you have any problems with any like jumpy guys, like say the bullywugs or the?
The croaklings?
Yeah, that's. I was just gonna say that. That's the next thing I was gonna say.
Well, there's kind of, yeah.
There's a problem. Mm-hmm. Do they like not like you guys? Do you not like those guys?
So there used to be some elves that lived here.
Okay.
And we live on the south side, and they lived on the other side.
Oh, shit,
And the elves lived in the center, and so we didn't really see each other that much. But then a couple of years ago, the elves left something about fighting giants, and after they left, we just started taking more land. And they started taking more land, and then we started fighting each other.
Well,
But we had a treaty.
Right. That was.
forced by the elves.
Yes,
Well, I'm an elf. I'm here to fix that.
that's good, but all of your other friends aren't elves.
I'm the
sort
only
of.
one that matters.
Oh yeah, I guess you are.
Kinda. I'm getting there.
Are you like a baby elf? You gotta like grow into your ears?
No, I'm half elf.
Let's go to your clan before we start proclaiming ourselves minor deities.
Yeah.
Judging so hard behind me.
Rewind. There's a lot of culture lore. Never said elves. Always said sharp ear.
Got it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
At least it wasn't knife ear.
But your passive insight didn't feel like he was being insulted.
Right, it was.
Yeah. That's what they call you.
So, do you guys follow?
yes.
Salazar leads you through the swamp. He guides you and asks 100 questions.
Yes, no,
Through the
She
questions,
is very quiet.
okay. Through the questions, you gather he is very. He has found ways to found. He has found ways to bend nature's supplies to create acids, herbs infused with mud that can slap on wounds and heal them, and even sometimes make rotten food edible. He also explains that you're traveling through the Saraxen, and everything is shared and given to the congregation, and everyone works as a community equally.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Salazar eventually brings you to an opening in the brush to a small grove that has multiple mud huts with thatched roofs and hidden connecting docks, wooden connecting docks that rest above the murky water. The water here is deeper than the rest of the swamp, but the insects are not as bad here, as you smell burning sage that hangs in small cages from every hut and is burned in every fire. You can see a mass of lizard folk equally divided between male, female, and hatchlings, nearly 100 strong. Some are wandering the docks, fishing with javelins tied to rope, while others ride atop giant iguana-like lizards, all whose eyes are now fixed upon you. Most of them carry large, angular turtle shell shields and clubs, which are decorated with various sharp teeth, metal shards, shells, and rocks. The more a club is decorated, the older and more scarred the individual wielding it looks.
Sal, how nice are the people here?
So I'll be honest.
Yeah?
Maybe we should
You're
let,
outsiders, but you're with me, so everything's gonna be fine.
maybe we should let Venli do the talking.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cool.
But you all see that your new lizard companion winces and curls with anxiety, especially after asking that question. warning you that soft skins are not openly welcome to the tribe. But again, you guys should be fine.
Yeah, we got you.
Yep. He brings you to a large center hut that is the apex of the surrounding hardened mud huts and creaking bodwood docks. From the outside, it is no more distinguishable from any of the others, other than its slightly larger size. Salazar holds open a moss curtain, ushering you in to a low-lit room covered in frogkin, crocodile, and humanoid skulls, as well as tortoiseshells, fetishes, wooden carved beads, and banners illustrated with swirling lines painted in a dried, flaky crimson paint decorate the walls. What is most odd, though, is the series of stones and sticks wrapped in twine that hang at different heights from the ceiling throughout the room. Sitting on a throne made of driftwood and bones is a pale white albino crocodile lizard folk. She has a deep moss hood with porcupine quills laced into it.
A leather harness covers her chest, interwoven with a humanoid rib cage, as two crocodile skull tassets on her hips of either side, on either side of a loincloth that is painted with the image of what looks to be a cracked egg in the same dried crimson paint. Her crown is made of a set of giant stag beetle pincers as horned antlers with string tying them together with strands of feathers hanging from the center of them.
What kind of feathers?
Various kinds.
Okay.
Yes. Her teeth interlaced like a gnarled zipper as she looks down at you from her piercing red eyes. You can make a religion check.
Can I make any sort of check to know their culture the same way I did with the bullywugs?
Nature check.
On the way there, I would have brushed my hair back to reveal my ears and pulled the necklace that I got out of the tomb and had it visible.
Got it.
17.
Natural 20.
17. You know that it is, the symbol relates to a
deity of some sort.
A lizard folk deity, but you don't know who and you don't know what exactly. It's because it is a lesser god, and two, it is a specific race god.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You missed it by one.
He got a 20.
Yeah, natural 20 on Lizard Folk Society.
Lizard Folk Society, they work, as Salazar said, as a congregation as a whole. They are purely based on survival. They are very cold creatures.
Neutral.
Yes, and neutral.
They're dead.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is not like a cannibalistic ritual. It is seen as becoming part of the herd again, the congregation, to continue living as one.
Is there something I can make a check on? What is the typical alignment of a bullywug?
Based on your nature check from earlier on them,
Yeah.
their bullywugs are.
They're evil. Okay. Yeah, okay.
They're.
It's a matter of perspective.
I'm beginning to think that neither side is evil, but both sides blame each other for the corruption. That's what I think's happening.
That's what I'm thinking too. But we don't know enough yet. Let's talk to this.
Am I right? Are they typically?
Yeah.
Be ready.
Okay.
Now that you think back, you're like.
Seisha kind of pales.
Salazar steps forward, raising his head and opening his arms to expose all his vital points towards the queen. He holds this position for a few seconds before relaxing and speaking.
I mimic his pose.
Okay.
Yep, I will too.
Great White One, ghost of the Marthlands,
Why have you brought soft skins to our home?
You all see Salazar immediately sink and slink back and cower behind you all, obviously in fear.
Why should we not kill and eat you now?
Because we've come here to help you. Harold manages not to look scared.
Soft skin.
This corruption that plagues these lands, it affects all of us, does it not? This new thing since the last sleepening,
been bad news for everybody. And, well, my understanding is that things here used to be a lot easier before all that happened. I bet.
You are not of the swamp.
But the swamp?
You smell of streets.
I do. That much having been said, I recognize the importance and strength of the swamps, and I respect it. And these places, whether you know it or not, is basically the first line of defense to the streets that I live on. So, it is in our best interest that everybody comes out looking better, safer, stronger. And in such, we're here to help you.
Make a persuasion check.
Absolutely. 16.
I will speak to the spirits of the wood and see what someone demands us to do with you. What do you offer for your sacrifice of survival?
What is it you need?
Yeah, what is that?
You,
With my 20, do I know what she means by that? Sacrifice of survival? What are you giving us so you don't get killed?
I'll also give you another religion check for those trained in religion.
yes.
Well, I'm not trained.
Okay. Sorry.
That was a 2.
Got it. Harold's
it'd be
half
3.
trained.
I will, absolutely. Why not, right? Try it. 11. 11!
11.
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
not sure.
Okay.
With your nature check of them, you know that they are based on survival, but you're not sure exactly what she is asking. Who has a passive insight above a 13?
I have a 13.
Oh,
I have a 14.
all right.
Okay.
V does not. V's like,
You don't get the feeling that she is actually threatening your life, but asking for something either for you to offer to the spirit of the woods, or maybe aid in a ritual that you see her start to pull together. As Thyrsis pulls from her throne a large turtle shell with a silver-polished interior, similar to a concave, fogged, and distorted looking glass. She stands and begins gathering stones, sticks, and bones as she plucks them from the hanging assortment just above everyone but V's head. From there, she begins piling them into the shell bowl before raising her tail above the bowl and carving into it with a stone blade. The bright red crimson is a stark, wild contrast against her pale, scaly skin as it drips down and into the bowl. Salazar reluctantly steps forward. His neck begins to swell with a big white fin straight out. The scales separate slightly, revealing a pink, veiny membrane that begins pulsating as if trying to regurgitate. After a moment, he spits into the bowl, causing the blood from the shaman queen to bubble and swirl like oil and water.
what do y'all do?
I'm going to pull out the Edible Wilderness book.
Okay.
I'm going to remove the page with the mushroom on it. And I'm going to hand it as my tribute.
Okay.
She said we had to give some sort of tribute, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, you just hold it out.
No. Yeah, you have to put it inside.
Okay.
I will. No, I'm not putting that in. Could be a problem. I put that in. That could be a problem.
V reaches up and pulls one of the teeth that sits on her armband. Drops it in the bowl hesitantly, like looking at you like, I got nothing.
Vinley, you can make an Arcana check to see what
you.
the hell's about to happen.
8.
8.
Can I make one? I
Yeah.
have proficiency.
Yes.
7.
You don't know? Yeah. You get the sense that some kind of ritual is happening, but you have no idea what it entails.
Or how to aid to it.
I go up to Salazar was the one who kind of spit.
Yep.
And I go up to him, ask him quietly. He's like, "What should we offer?"
So the connection, the something that you have, the closer it is, the deeper the meaning, or maybe the deeper the bond to you. The deeper that, the greater the aid in the ritual.
I pull my purple coat off and throw it in.
It gets burned.
I know.
And destroyed. Blood's the closest thing.
I'll take my coat. And just throw my blood in.
Yep.
And I will take her book back. Can I slide a hand? No?
No.
All right.
You take 2 points of damage.
I'll take it.
Okay. What are y'all doing?
No. Actually, I reach forward and take the book back, and I'll cut my hand and bleed on it. I just remembered one of my oaths. That would have been really bad.
Throw my coat back on. I'd be like, ow. Why did they always do the palm? I shouldn't have done the palm. I should have done a finger.
I'm gonna gather up my hair, pull it to the front, and cut it to about
a bob
ear length, and let it go into the.
All right.
Damn.
And lastly,
I pull back my coat and I unwrap the twine on one of my gloves.
I'm going to move around so that I'm kind of blocking his arm.
I stop you from doing that. And I pull off my right glove, and the first thing you see is a hand covered in burn scars, grotesquely so. Like up, down. You can see where it's healed, but it has clearly just been horrifically burned.
There are no fingernails.
I take it, and I cut my hand, and allow the blood to settle in the bowl. And then immediately after wrapping it, put the glove back on and tie it against my hand.
Okay.
Thyrsus then takes a cluster of large frog eggs, floating in a found container filled with bog water, and casts it into the bowl. She then procures an ostrich-sized white porcelain egg from a brood nest of unborn hatchlings, before cracking it in half over her head and letting its contents spill into the bowl. The arrangement of items, bodily fluids, and the unborn swimming amongst the stones and campfire-stacked wood instantly ignites into blue flame. The room grows darker with the shadows, with the flame seeming to eat all light except for around the 5-foot area around it.
Spirits of the forest, the Saroxen ask you, what do you with these soft skins? Are they the sacrifice you demand, or will they vanquish the croakling king?
You hear a high wind kick up from the exterior of the hut, followed by violent bubbling and boiling from the waters below you. Through the floor floats up shapeless globules of pulsating light that floats towards your mortal forms. As they nearly reach you, they're sucked into the center flame, and it erupts into a blue, ghostly outline form of a high-finned mohawked lizard folk. Like 1,000 voices in one, you hear the eloquent tones of elves, the harsh, throaty croakings of frogkin, and the hissing of the lizard folk as they speak as one.
The dark moon rises. The surviving lord closes his eyes on you. Your sacrifices of the last cycle have been wanting. The bullywug and the grung corrupt the lands with their frog beasts. To sacrifices to survive. In your weakness, he has sent these mortals. Prepare for the dark moon's offering. Send them to cleanse the land. You will destroy the crooklings for us, for it has been foreseen. Salazar, you aid the softskins while the congregation prepares for tomorrow night. Bring forth Crexus the Breaker.
The what? To bring forth the what?
With that, the flames from the blue fire burn out and light fades back into the room. Thyrsis slithers back into her throne, and the planks of the wood below your feet begin to quake. From outside the hut enters a massive creature whose scaly hide is thick, scarred, and gnarled, with the countless scars all over his body. Most notably is the claw marks that rake across his right eye. His girth that causes the wood to creak beneath him is both from muscle and weight as he saunters into the room, nearly coming eye to eye with V. But with his massive red and yellow fin, he is about 2 inches taller than her overall. What do you guys do?
You must be the breaker.
Do you have any reason for delaying the request for troubling my chambers of this congregation any longer?
Nope. And I'm gonna head out the door.
Finley, what do you do?
V goes.
Yeah, wide-eyed, looks at the big dude, looks back at Thyrsis, and then just walks right out the hut. Finley, what do you do?
With that.
Thank you. In Elvish, and walk
Boss,
out.
what are you doing?
I walk out.
Okay.
I have a question, if I may.
Harold's gonna stop at the door.
I said as well.
We all stop at that.
This corruption on the land, I've been trying to figure out what the nature of it is.
The crooklings is the nature.
All right.
It is their doing and you will undo them.
I've noticed something within the symptoms that I've seen in this swamp of its corruption. I'm worried that a black dragon may have taken up residence here.
If it has, then it is the crooklings who brought it. And it is their undoing that will save us. The spirit of the woods has spoken. Our God has spoken. Do you question that?
No.
Then leave before I cut you down and eat you.
I
All right.
come forward, grab your shoulder, take you out.
Harold's eyes burn at that. He just, like, after they've all left, he's just glaring at her, and it's very clear, like, the facade's gone. He's just like, as soon as she threatens him, just, like, all facade drops. It just, okay.
Salazar comes up close to you, Seisha, as this is happening. He goes, don't worry, I'll meet you outside. I'll handle this.
As you leave, Salazar stays behind for a few minutes before you watch him being thrown out the door
Can I try to catch him?
into the water.
Oh, into the water.
Yeah.
Yep. Splashes into as you guys are on the edge
And
of
he
this.
climbs back up.
So that was Mother Thyrsis. She's pretty cool. Anything not seem right to you?
Yes.
I've made a huge mistake.
No, you haven't.
No,
Outside.
I have.
Outside the town now, before we even have this conversation.
Is the breaker?
Come on, Sal, let's have a walk.
The breaker's not with us, though, right?
No, you can infer that the breaker is who threw Salazar.
Yeah. He was brought in to be like, "Okay, bye."
I walk towards the edge of town until we're outside.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can also just ask.
Well, we're gonna ask questions once we're a little further
Yeah,
away.
you guys make it to the edge of the huts and
back into the swamp itself, back towards the singing trees.
Why are you freaking out? What's going on?
Bullywugs.
Yeah, what about them?
Bullywugs are typically what you would consider evil.
Right. And these guys don't seem like, besides Salazar, who's a thriller.
And your natural 20 knows that their society is very neutral.
Right.
They left
they don't.
Pixil with them.
I will also say this. She showed extreme emotion.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I was 100% picking that up.
Got it.
Something isn't right.
I turn and I'm like, no. We were there with that lady. She 100% said, I'm going to take care of this kid, and meant it. Regardless of where they normally fall, they fed us, they kept us safe, they want the same things these guys want. It's the exact same thing.
They want, but we.
Both sides are blaming each other for the same problem because neither side knows what the cause is. And
What do
there
you-
is something seriously wrong with that lady.
What do you think about my theory?
Accurate, probably. But I don't know a lot about dragons, so I just assume you're right.
I will also say, because of all the nature checks that you guys have done, you guys know that bullywug or frogkin and lizard folk are naturally born enemies.
They are.
Hate each other.
Yes.
Yep.
But as Salazar said before, there's kind of a treaty because the elves, and then
It went away
Yeah.
when they went away.
Salazar. You said this started as soon as the hibernation was over, correct?
yeah, the Tharksons and the Crooklings always fight, but only when we venture into each other's lands. The sharp ears that used to live here kept the peace. Over the past years, we've expanded our reaches, and so have they, like I said before. But since the sleepening, their systems become very aggressive.
Yeah, you gotta get together ahead.
And she keeps sending more of us to fight the Crooklings, and they seem to be
I
doing
need
the
to
same.
pray and clear my mind for a bit.
Go
I
ahead.
am way too jumbled right now.
Yeah, take a second.
Go ahead.
But I think that this is entirely a question of people just blaming each other for a problem they can't
I
understand.
think that the dragon may be exerting control over the leaders of both sides.
Sounds about right.
No, there's two common denominators in both groups. They both have shamans that are connected to the spirit of the woods. And so far, both sides have been saying, oh, go kill the other one.
But the shaman was the one that you said was trustworthy.
I would
I've got to go. I've got to go sit
ahead.
and clear my head.
I'm on it with you. I didn't feel anything untrustworthy from her.
Oh,
so-
before I do, can you fix that?
Yeah, I got it.
Salazar.
The book.
Yeah, casting mending.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to go sit down somewhere that's solid-ish.
Find a fallen log.
I'm not going near a log.
Okay. There's not much anything else. So.
Okay, I'll sit where I'm going to sink a little bit. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not going near logs.
Got it.
And I'm going to sit down and just start going through what I would normally do as my morning devotion and my meditation.
Okay. Got it.
And just try to center myself and find peace.
Okay.
So, you came out of hibernation and the corruption was spreading, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So there was this thing in the swamp.
What thing?
Have you seen the
Was it
walking
large?
stone? Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yes, I saw it silhouetted. Where have you seen it?
Well, I followed it one day, and it likes to hang out around the moon circle stones. But I followed it past the croaking lands and toward the part of the swamp where the shadows grow deeper and it gets real smelly and the spirits run rampant, and I saw a tree attack it.
Sorry, say that again?
Repeat that?
Slower.
So the walking stone
Yeah.
Right.
went into the dark part of the woods, and a tree attacked it.
Like what?
A tree attacked the stone man.
Describe to me.
Yes.
Describe to me what a tree attacking looks like.
I've probably.
The branches whipped out at him and tried to grab at his arm, but I think he's the one causing the problems.
I think you're probably
You don't
right.
think the crooklings
Or
are doing
it.
this?
Or she.
You don't. Yeah, you don't think the crooklings are the ones doing
How
it?
does stones walk?
That's a great question. We
Once
should ask
again.
it once we find it.
Magic.
Okay.
Do I know what he's talking about when he says a tree attacking?
Make a nature check.
But the great beast with stone skin has moss for hair. It grows all over its body.
Could that be an Arcana check? for
Against
her?
Nope, it's very much.
15 for the tree attack.
You have heard of trees awakening and
You've also heard of
maybe
tree
tree
ants?
hints.
Yeah.
Salazar.
And he goes, he finishes his, it has the moss that grows all over its body, and I think it stinks because there's like this cloud or something that just like falls off of it as it walks.
Salazar, can you give us a moment to discuss something amongst ourselves, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, bud.
I need you to be away from
Well,
the
then
group.
how am I going to be a part of the conversation if
You're
we're going to
not
discuss
going
something?
to be a part of this conversation, Salazar.
Here, Sal.
Are you discussing if I'm going to be a part of the adventuring group?
Yes.
No, Salazar.
Absolutely.
You are a part of the adventuring group, and what we need right now more than anything is a lookout.
Got it.
Go to
You go
circles.
look out over there, just out of earshot.
Yeah. You're going to shoot ears.
If I have to.
You soft skins are weird. You just-
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. These are the two options that we have. We follow Salazar's lead, which I would prefer. If this turns up to be nothing, we come back here and we kill the shaman. I don't care who's good or evil. They have Pixil, so I will bring them her head. Is everyone on board with this?
I'm reluctant to kill someone who fed me.
No. Other way. He's saying the other way.
We kill the lizard shaman. That's why I wanted him out of earshot.
Yeah.
Ah, that I'm okay with.
I agree with the strategy, just less aggressive.
Pull out a book without opening my eyes. Pull out a book and a quill, and she's just writing, but her eyes remain closed. She's basically just
Okay. I think
doing her jotting down of all the information that's clouding her mind.
I think neither of them are a problem.
I agree.
I
I
agree.
think whatever the elves left to fight won, and something took residence here in their absence.
Can I roll something to see if that spirit thing is like a
Legit?
falsehood? like the same way I go around and trick people all the time. Can I like roll something to see if like somebody's messing with these two?
Because you're not there in
Right.
the moment, I will allow you to recall your memory at disadvantage.
Sure. What do I need to roll?
Insight?
It would be insight, and it's something that we'll do moving forward. That I
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
7.
7.
you it's all weird to you.
Yeah.
Like
This is very strange.
These are the only two options I'm willing to take. We're in a bad place either way. I hope his lead pans out, but if
Yeah.
it doesn't, we come back here and we slay her.
I'm down with that. The moment she talked trash to Seisha, that was it.
I think it's going to pan out because if both groups think that they did something, like the other one did something wrong, killing one of them is not going to fix the forest and get us our mushrooms.
Do you know the history of this god they both seem to revere?
I don't. I assume it's a lesser nature, maybe?
If we can find anything on it, we might be able to describe you as a descendant and broker of peace.
Oh, are you talking Saluna?
I guess.
The elven one, not the lizard one?
Yes.
The elven one I know a lot about, yeah.
Yes.
I'm just not very good at lying.
Whatever the case,
I miss pamphlets.
is everyone fine with this course of action?
I'm down.
I think we have to hunt
I'm
down
with
this
you,
stuff.
Harold. I mean, I'd rather not kill anyone, but the kid's kind of a top priority, I think. But whatever you say.
All right.
I trust your lead, Harold.
Thanks. Yeah, I think we go with Salazar. I think Salazar's onto something. I think he's smarter than the rest of his
on.
crew. So
Bring him back into the group. I'm going to get Seisha and we're going to head off. as soon
okay,
as
I'm going
possible.
to act like I'm sneaking and like get back up to him and be like, "Hey man,
Oh! What I say about sneaking up on me?
we're on
That's
an
a sneaky
adventure.
one.
We're on an adventure."
But you're not supposed to hide from me. I'm supposed to know where you are. That way we can work together.
But if you knew, you would have seen me, and your eyes would have given me away.
Can I walk up behind him and say, it was a test?
Are you actually trying to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Okay, then roll a stealth.
7.
7. Again, just. And Salazar goes, Harold, watch out! There's something behind. Oh, it's you. Hey.
Good. You passed the test.
You're doing good. You're doing good. We need you back with the group. We're gonna keep heading on.
Okay, so where are we going?
Take us to where you saw the stony man get attacked by a tree.
Yeah.
You guys really want to go there?
Yes.
Okay. We're on an adventure.
Oh my god, I never thought I'd see this character again.
Seisha, as you find yourself centering yourself again, doing what truly brings you happiness, writing the knowledge down that you have experienced. And as you write, there's no answers or anything like that, but you find yourself once again at peace with yourself. And the anxiety and the fear and the nervousness that you were just feeling washes away. And you realize that there is nothing ahead of you but knowledge. And there is no reason to fear that knowledge, but to accept it. And as you center yourself and finish your notes, you open your eyes and you see Voss standing in front of you.
The biggest feeling you get is you will find the truth.
It's been a while since I've seen you do that.
I kind of missed it. Didn't realize how much until just now.
Believe me, I understand how much this is wearing on you.
Well,
We've decided on 2 courses of action. Salazar seems to think that there's a lead to a third option as opposed to killing one of the leaders of the other 2.
all right.
The other option is that if that doesn't pan out, we come back here and kill the lizard shaman.
All right.
Whether or not they're evil or not, I don't care. They have Pixil, and we have to do as they ask, assuming we can't find a third option.
I have a 4th option.
Which is,
We sneak in and recover Pixil.
in that mass, in that bog, it's impossible.
Probably. Except that Harold can cast invisibility.
I was waiting for that.
We are in too deep to risk that.
Right?
If they were going to kill her, they'd have done it by now. And they'll pay for it if they did. But for now, this is the lead we have to follow. And I hate it just as much as you do. But we are in a shit situation, and all we can do is take the best of the bad options that we have.
All right. I understand. Let's
When this is done,
find out what we can learn.
we'll have a short talk with our little gnomish friend, but for now, let's hope this works out.
Wait, which little gnomish friend?
Pixil.
Oh, okay. we have a lot of little gnomish friends, I think, because shopkeepers. And let's go do this.
Come back with Salazar. He was keeping good watch. Saw me coming too.
You all kind of come together at the same time.
All right, so what's the plan?
Plan is for you to take us to where you saw that stone creature.
So we want to go straight to the scary woods, or you want me to show you like where he likes to hang out a lot?
Just take us there first.
Okay, it's on the way.
Yeah, let's do that.
What is this, by the way?
Salazar.
The Circle of Stones.
Oh, yes. We read about those.
Yeah, saw it down below.
Where...
Gotcha.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
room. Luna and Umbrella.
Let's go.
Oh, side note, boss, your sword's called Umbrella's Undoing.
That's
That's
great.
Bane, wasn't it?
It was Undoing. Umbrella's Undoing.
I never understood this naming your weapon thing. It never did it for me. You know? Like,
Typically, it's done with weapons that are magical in nature or have a very profound history, nature to them.
I get it. But that's all I'll say. And
Maybe
It's
it's kind of like your war accordion. And I
well,
walk
that is
away.
what it was called on the box when I bought it.
box?
Sure it did.
you forge a very intimate relationship with your weapons and armor. They're the things that carry you and keep you safe.
I call this one Stick.
Ooh.
And you see him pull up the club that does not have any sharp instruments dug into it or tied to it or anything like that.
Why, I noticed that everybody else has all these like teeth and stuff like sticking out like a porcupine.
Because I'm not a warrior.
Oh, what are you?
You're an adventurer.
I want to be an adventurer.
I mean, you're on an adventure.
Yeah, I just like to take the stuff around me and change it into other stuff.
Oh, you're a transmuter.
What?
You're a. Do I know what alchemy is?
Yeah, it's pretty prevalent in
You're
Waterdeep.
Like an alchemist?
What's that?
A brewer.
What's that?
You make stuff out of like the things you find. Like you find stuff around, you mix it all together, boom, now you got something.
That's exactly what I just said. So yes, I'm an alchemist brewer.
That is cool. And do you? I mean, like you seem so
Cool.
nice and friendly compared to the rest of the lizard camp.
Yeah, I'm a little bit weird.
So that is weird. That is.
Yes.
Salazar, do you enjoy
Voss.
No, Bill Ronto.
Bill Ronto.
Do you enjoy being a part of the clan?
I mean, we're like one big family, so like.
But
Don't you feel like your ambitions are a little bit bigger than this place?
Different.
Different ambitions.
Yes.
Well, what are your ambitions? What do you want?
I want to be an adventurer,
well, interesting note.
but they don't think that I'm cut out for it because I'm not a warrior.
This quest, this adventure that we're on,
Which it is.
could be a grand test for you. We are a group of adventurers with our own guild, in fact, who will remain nameless for the moment.
Why?
Until we've decided where
You're worthy.
where you fit.
Yes.
I get to know the name when I'm a part of the guild.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
So, if you do a good job, we could consider making you a member, and even if you wished, even taking you back with us,
That's a great idea.
if you thought.
Where are you going?
Waterdeep.
The city of
The streets.
The city of splendors.
And sewers.
Done. We're gonna go to Spooky Woods.
I hold out a hand to shake his hand.
Yep, shakes it.
Boom. Awesome.
His the claws in his hand kind of dig into your hand. He doesn't have a lot of strength to it, but the sharp.
But he's clawed up.
Yeah, he does have claws. He has all of the aspects of a lizard,
Except
folk,
for the attitude.
except for the attitude.
As you make your way,
Anything that doesn't look like a person is a pet.
Which is why that was rude earlier, but that is amazing.
He doesn't laugh that hard in a long time.
as you make your way towards, you move straight through the center of the forest, and you come to a clearing. Atop a hill overgrown with swamp brush and decay sits 7 granite hinged stone-like obelisks, encircling a large stone standing above the rest in the center. The gathering of stones are overgrown with moss, twisting trees, tree-killing vines that reach up towards the spiraled peaks, choking at the stone.
Okay, this music is creeping me
I know,
out.
it's not.
Way to go, Sirenscape.
I'm going to kind of nudge Salazar. This is the place?
This is where I've seen him a lot.
And he just like wanders around here? Does he do anything?
He kind of goes to the top. I think he sits
What
down. And,
position is the sun in whenever he does that?
a lot of times it's. Yeah, a lot of times it's at night.
Night.
You know, when the moon is at full peak.
Sure.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
I am about to explode.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, are you going up to the stones to look at them?
Yes.
Okay. In the center stone, not the other 6 that are around it, but the center stone.
Are you investigating?
Arcana check.
I would have helped you.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah. There are runes carved into it, elven runes.
Okay.
And it is called the Lady Stone. And it seems to be attuned to the moon.
Does this seem to be like an outdoor temple to Saloon?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah. This would be like a naturistic temple that
Like an outdoor
probably druids and
Sure.
things like that would worship the moon goddess.
Luna and Umbra. What if Luna was in the tomb and Umbra's what's walking?
No, the hypothetically, the person in the tomb was just a high priestess of Saloon.
Okay. I didn't actually see her.
Yeah, hypothetically, if there was a person in there, it was just a high priestess.
Can I roll an investigate?
What are you looking for?
I'm literally, he's just looking around for anything of interest. Just like anything that, I actually want to go to the top of wherever this guy goes.
Yeah, I was about to look around.
Are there any indications of offerings or sacrifices?
It has been too long.
Overgrown.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
far
there's
too
nothing
overgrown.
visible
Yeah.
immediately. Okay.
Nothing that looks like someone's been staying
Roll
there.
an investigation check.
I will. With my hands. 15.
Okay, and you can aid since you asked, so roll your investigation as well.
Yeah, way.
That's going to be investigation is a 20. Dirty 20 again.
Okay.
Just all about the dirty 20 right now.
So dirty.
Yeah.
What you guys find is even in the muck, it seems right around the stones and stuff like that, there are small spores. And you have not found anything that is mushroom-like yet, but there seems to be something that a druid could have done something here.
Looking through my book, do I see anything that matches these spores?
There's many different types.
Right.
There's not just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Salazar. Come a little closer. Take a look at these spores with me real quick. And I'm going to show him them and be like, you have any idea what this is, what it does, the properties?
Nope.
With your,
But I can try it.
If you...
No.
No.
Don't
Salazar, have you
do
ever
that.
seen that individual here during the day, or does it only show up at night?
Mostly at night.
Mostly.
What time is it right now?
It's I think it's
Mid to late day.
By the position of the sun.
copy that. It's mid to late day. That sounds about right because of the many hours you went there, but you guys didn't spend a whole lot of time in the lizard folk camp. And he goes, "All right, so this is where he hangs out. Now you still want to go to the spooky woods?"
I
question.
actually have an idea. If he's usually here in the evening, perhaps we should wait here for him.
How many hours until night?
It's probably going to be a while, but
You still look really tired.
I haven't seen him return.
It's only been once?
No. Since I saw him walk into the spooky woods.
Oh.
We don't have time. Take us to the spooky woods.
Sorry.
Things you had never
Things you thought you'd never hear boss say.
Yeah, that was 100% Harold. It can't. It's just Bill saying spooky.
But can I look at the spores real fast?
Yeah.
Could I recognize them as something like weirder people that I knew used to do things?
What is your actual question? You can ask.
Is this a out of game?
Mm-hmm.
Does this look like the work of like a druid of spores?
Make a
nature check.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah, 21.
Yes.
Shit.
That's not good.
Stone man, druid spore.
What are you singing?
No, that wasn't her. These spores are indicative of a particular type of druid like Fala, whereas Fala likes greenery and plants. Whoever this is enjoys mushrooms and fungi and
Sounds like a fun guy.
no one. Generally, they're very creepy.
It was good.
That explains the cloud. Everyone I knew that partook in this particular way of doing things.
Why do you seem so concerned?
They're usually really weird.
Yeah.
They smell bad.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know anybody like that. Nobody.
And they always have a cloud around them.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it all the mosquitoes?
Either way, our direction is the same.
Yeah.
Salazar?
Okay, so we're going to be going into the
spooky woods.
Well, the Croaklings territory.
Is that so?
We have to go through the Croaklings territory to get to these woods.
Invisibility.
Yeah. Don't worry, buddy.
Yet.
We are going to be able to get through there because I'm very diplomatic and you are going to be invisible.
How?
Because I'm very diplomatic.
Magic's weird.
I know, it's weird.
That's why I like he pats the vials on the strap.
More reliable.
How long does that last?
About an hour if I have nobody fucking with me or hitting me.
Can we go around it?
That's the only way I know how to get there.
How far away are we from the spot?
3 hours?
We can do it. Let's. I can guess for 2. How long until we're in Croakling territory?
So about an hour and a half, maybe 2.
Okay, yeah,
Do you have like
I can
a
handle this.
hood?
All right.
Do you have like a hood in the meantime?
And he looks down at his white coat.
Mm-hmm.
Finley, could he borrow that cloak? Or V, could he borrow the cloak?
Why? He's going to be invisible.
Because until we get there, he's going to be visible.
Yeah, but then we're
And
not
if
going
they
to
have
be in the
scouts- Scouts.
Salazar.
No.
You'll get it back.
No, it's going to be gross.
Salazar, if we encounter any Croaklings, follow our lead, okay? I don't think they know what the shaman looks like. We could always say we're taking him back. We're not.
Here's the thing. We ran into some Croaklings on the way to meeting you guys. We told them
How did you survive?
a lot of diplomacy, a lot of me talking. I talked our way through it. The reason we did that is because they think you guys are in charge of the corruption. And you guys think...
No, it's definitely the Croaklings.
Right. So that's why we're all going as adventurers, a third party, to figure out the truth. That's what adventurers do. They take situations, they analyze them, they put it all together for themselves, and then they take the best course of action to save people. So, when we talk to the Croaklings, understand that they think we're all friends. Okay?
They're gonna want to kill me.
That's why you'll be invisible.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just pointing at my ears.
Okay.
And then down to the necklace.
Got it.
Here to remain balanced.
All
Let's
right.
proceed.
So you're cool with that plan?
It's the best one we got.
Let's do it.
That's every fucking situation we're in.
You travel north, following Salazar, and it takes nearly the rest of the day. About the time you cross into the Croaking Lands, you can...
Yep. As soon as he says it.
Okay. All right.
Can you guys think of a reason we might be able to claim we need Pixil back? That wouldn't necessarily be a falsehood?
No.
No, and we shouldn't bring her back yet.
We
Just
don't
in
know.
case we have to run.
We
I
don't
would
know.
just really like to get her out of their hands.
I understand, but where we're going is just as dangerous as with them.
Yeah.
Let's
Fair.
just go.
There's no place safe in these woods.
You notice the sun begins to set. The loam around your feet starts to become softer once again, nearing a dense population of wicked, gnarled trees, resting in loose dirt upon a creeping, low-lying fog. The sound of creatures around you nearly die down to a murmur, deafened by the dense fog and twisting trees.
Oh boy.
You all have to watch your step, as hidden roots seem to catch your feet with every step. You start to notice small clusters of briars clinging near the roots as they pull at your garments.
Gonna have to mint all this shit.
Not good.
And with that, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Come on, man! Oh my god!
And we'll pick up next week with our lovable barbarian
In tow,
in tow.
making your way into, as Voss so aptly described it, the spooky woods.
Spooky wood.
Spooky woods. Spooky woods.
All right, guys.
It's our brand new pet.
Thanks for tuning in. Again, make sure to renew those Twitch
Yep.
subscriptions.
Subscribe.
Please.
If
So you
you're a
can
new
win the
viewer,
dice and give them to me.
100 subscriptions. We're going to be giving away those dice. 300 subscribers. We're going to be releasing the session zeros.
yeah,
It's going to be great.
And if you haven't
giveaways.
subscribe.
Yep.
Please.
Check us out on Discord. We want to chat with you. We want to talk to you. We love hearing how you like the episodes and all of that fun stuff.
And feel free to tie your friends up to a chair and have them binge the episodes so they get into it and
We recommend.
bring them into.
We're
the
not
fold.
opposed to taping eyelids open. It's that's
On a kinder note, we're also available on podcast and all of your streaming services so that you can listen to it while you work or while you drive. And you don't have to have your eyelids taped open.
Just your ear holes.
Enjoy.
Yes. You can also find us on YouTube to catch up all of those things at RockPunch ATL.
Yep. So all those links are posted. And remember, as always, be excellent to each other.
And may you always roll with advantage. Good night,
guys.
Right, that's it. That's all.